Good.
Hello,
Alright,
everybody.
So I walk up to the quartermaster. I slam my rifle on the table and say, "Man, you don't know what I have seen. I've killed things that don't even exist. I tell you, this is something you've got to do for me, so make sure we don't all die, all right? Imagine this rifle, but imagine there's two of them, but not. Like, it's like the same rifle, but two side by side, like a double-barrel shotgun, but the sniper rifle. This way, I can kill two things with only, like, 8 bullets. I need you to weld rifles together, and then get them back to me by next week, please."
I look dead at him, dead at Midnight's character, and go, "That happened to me too." I keep telling them synths are real, and they say they're not, but I say I've killed synths before, so I know they're real. They gotta be real, otherwise I killed some people, and that ain't right.
I don't know how to break this to you.
Then don't.
Okay, I will.
So tears start coming from my eyes. Look, you see, man, they're just gonna kill me unless I got something that I can fight them back. You know, I've been fighting things since like 1942 or some shit, when like the freaking Paris Archduke Ferdinand got freaking jerked off or something.
What?
I don't know.
America.
He asks you to wait a moment.
Yes, please.
Do you mean the wobbly wars?
He closes the shutter.
Turn around. Black man, he's preparing something special. I can. Secrets. He knows. He knows how to kill things.
He buzzes over the intercom. If you have any additional business, please come back after his break.
Let's just give him a month to prepare your thing.
As a brief time wibble on this front, you have approached yet another ship, as in this seemingly quite busy part of the outer atmosphere of the Earth. You know, I'm trying to remember what the actual orbit would be. It's outside of, like, you know, conventional satellite orbits or anything, so you're unlikely to meet much, but there's still bits and pieces that drift and turn up, because space is fucking massive.
Yeah.
So, you found a ship, it appears. Let me just drag you into the viewing angle of it. Make sure I've got the right one.
It's not the right one.
I hope not.
On the long-range scanners, you have seen it as apparently a large solar vessel. You're not quite sure what variant. However, the close inspection reveals that the main superstructure is heavily damaged, and the outer arrays appear to be covered in seemingly sleeping, could be frozen, not quite sure. They look kind of pale and shiny creatures. The damage to the superstructure, however, means that you will not be able to deploy by the conventional means of coming up to an airlock. You will have to basically land, well, I say land, halt your shuttle nearby, and then, like, grapnel your way onto the station to attempt to secure the airlock for a proper exfiltration. This will mean that you'll need various climbing harnesses, which will be issued along with your ammunition. They will impede your movement by a half, as you'll be required, through recommendation of not, you know, falling into the sun, to stay connected to the various fittings on the vessel. In doing so, I say, it will reduce your movement speed, but it will keep you secure and will make you pretty much immune to any knockback effects. So it's going to be a hot landing. You can choose which quarter to land at, and the Ranger Pittman will be controlling the shuttle until you are safely aboard, at which point he will, once he has secured the shuttle, join you, as obviously allowing the fact that he needs to get the shuttle into a stationary comparative motion. Otherwise, what will happen is the shuttle will stop, the station won't, and they'll just smash through each other. So, you have your deployment. You are not permitted to take any heavy weapons, as they will impede your, ability to harness yourself to things. Yeah. Pick a quarter then.
I say we take the top right.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Bottom right. That's my pick.
It's looking kind of gribbly out there.
Let's...
The top left is pretty clear. We can start there.
Are we supposed to be able to see everything on the map?
Yep. The long-range scanners, due to the nature of the vessel, most of the ships you've seen have been quite dark. This one's very shiny because of all the solar panels. You can get good imaging off it.
All right.
Yeah, the top left is the best.
Yeah, top right and top left have the least hostiles.
Yeah, top left.
All right.
In theory, you can split the deployment, but there will be a gap as you reposition the shuttle.
Before we go, and I'm looking at everybody. Oh, I'm looking at our team. We need to have a discussion. Someone here needs to be the official leader of our group.
Well, I know. Thank you all for not having to ask. I already know you want me to be it, so
I'll put a. I swear, little boy, I will put a bullet through your shoe right now.
You're gonna shoot your commanding officer.
You're not a commanding officer. You're an equal officer.
Varric, when can we begin?
May I finish my statement? You see, this is the fucking problem here. Every one of you is a disobedient little prick to each other. Every time we go into battle, somebody runs off and tries to get themselves fucking killed. Some dumbass sat down and ate shit last time. I don't know if he's gonna live. What now? We're all equal rank, so we can't really go by the rank system. But we as a group need, in order to survive, are going to have to, as a group, select someone as the leader, and all of us agree to fucking follow them, or we're all gonna fucking die next time.
All right, let's pull straws.
Yes, because that's a great way to select a person who's competent and qualified for this.
Can't we just pick someone we all trust, we know won't fuck up?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Varric. That's the
Well,
only
if
one.
that's the case, nobody here is qualified.
Oof.
I can give it a go, but I honestly think all of us are kind of as far as leadership too.
It's not so much a collection of loose cannons as an artillery park.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Out of curiosity, out of character, who here has the most charisma? Who shows themselves to...
I think it's me, but let me double check.
I have.
Let me
11.
check Kendrick's.
I've got an 8, so it's not me.
Kendrick has a 10.
I got 11, so
I have
not
11.
me.
So you versus me.
I have 13 charisma in total, so
Yeah,
I guess by
clear.
that logic I have to be it, so...
Well, I mean...
If you don't want to, you can have us be it.
Have us be we're just fuck it, let's just link all our brains together and be a hive.
You sound like fucking communist.
So the reason I asked for the charisma thing is because somebody who has a high charisma will, even if they're not in command, have shown it at times, showing that they are a person who can talk well with the other party members. The other option is a high intelligence.
Ooh, I have a high.
Yeah, not me, not me.
Yeah, that'd be definitely be me. I have a 16.
Well, so do I, but yeah. But but honestly, usually the charisma route is the better route to go. But I mean, that's up to
You want to all roll for persuasion? See who gets the highest.
We could do that if y'all. I mean, that'd be. Here's an idea. Let's roll persuasion, and what's a good intelligence one? There's no military intelligence thing. Yeah.
There's wisdom, but
History.
You know, let's just. Oh, wait, that's a good idea. Instead of doing persuasion, I forgot you could do this. Let's do a charisma roll, or an intelligence roll. We roll whatever we want, and whoever gets the highest. For this time around, we all have agreed in character that they are the leader. and we'll follow them this time.
Sounds good.
Okay. So make an intelligence or charisma check, whichever is higher.
Oh, okay. It's pretty good.
Well dang, we're led by the synth man.
Well, I guess you're the one leading us now, synth boy.
How did this happen?
How could this happen to me?
Well, if you want to step down and let me take charge, I'm all willing.
I will give it a shot.
So, which quarter are you guys going to come and land on?
All right, we had said the top left was what we had agreed on.
Yeah.
Cool.
I do believe.
So,
Wait, I got an idea though. Before we land, let's chuck grenades down there and take some of them out.
Is that smart to try to do from the shuttle?
I don't know if we can do aerial bombardment from where we're at.
Well, see, here's the thing that we're in space, right? So aerodynamics aren't a thing. If we throw something in a straight direction, it'll keep going that way forever and ever and ever till it hits something. So as long as we're careful with our throws, we can throw straight down onto these guys.
But do we know there's enough air that we can actually shuck anything?
Are you stupid?
The other aspect of the fact is that even though it may not appear to be moving, both of our ships, I believe, are in constant movement.
yes.
Yeah, but as long as we're in their orbit, then we can move around the same rate.
Also, yes, my intelligence is 7.
Yeah. Hey, Scud, can we try actually like shooting them from the ship?
Like, what, Skog, real quick, is that a viable option? Like, is it even possible for us to do this?
I would like to say that Gren, having heard this suggestion, would say no and then push you out.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Nice.
Thanks, Gren.
On the grounds of your shuttle has a single door. If you are standing in the doorway throwing grenades,
drive by and
Yeah.
shuttle.
it might go badly. For example, if you fumble, you'll just liquidize your entire squad.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
how about this, you and I are snipers, why don't we just go ahead and do the good old Coast Guard thing on them?
Because there's not enough room to for both of us to shoot.
I don't know, if I hold in my left hand, we could probably go squeeze.
Right. Okay, quick question. Which of you actually took the tachyons?
I didn't.
I took one.
Cool.
So we're one with the tachyon.
Which reminds me, what's my penalty to fire with that?
Your penalty to fire is that you are not proficient.
So -4.
Nope. Just don't tick the proficiency box on the profile for the macro.
You don't take proficiency.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Yes,
yeah,
there is a +2 for proficiency.
Yeah, proficiency bonus. Okay, I got you.
As no one else is taking them, I don't believe.
No,
Nope.
I don't think so.
All right. That means that you will get the full 6 mags of 12 shots.
Cool.
And that is in replacement, at least for this deployment, of your standard rifle.
Wait, what?
All right. What's the damage on it?
Oh, wait, so I don't get my VR at 12?
If you're taking the Project Tachyon, you cannot take the standard issue rifle because you only have so many hands.
Okay, so I'm just taking my VR at 12 and sidearm them. Good.
Yep.
And I have the what's the damage on the tachyon?
It is +3 to hit, and then D20 +5. Single fire only.
Wait, so it's a D20 damage
Yep.
+5.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a railgun.
And you said it's a +5 to hit?
+3 to hit, but no
Plus 3.
proficiency.
No proficiency. That's bad. But my proficiency bonus is only 2 anyway, so that's pretty fucking great.
Is it
Doesn't have a lot of ammo though.
Yes.
Actually, it
Alright.
has a decent amount of quite a bit of ammo.
As only one of them has been deployed, you have the full amount of the available mags, which is 6.
The thing is, I'm used to 30 ammo, so 12 ammo comparatively just isn't enough.
It's 12 ammo, but that's twice as much as the standard sniper rifle.
That's pretty good for a marksman.
Yep.
Alright, so
Because
it's the plan now.
Okay. Yep. Let's go ahead and deploy. So I have 5 magazines and 1 in the gun already. Yep. Okay.
as believe it or not, there's the guys from the armory department tell you the magazines are actually much harder to manufacture than the gun.
I'll take my shots quite carefully.
So yeah, you can deploy across both of the panel arrays. As,
let's not split up.
To be recommended to, as they are fairly flimsy.
Oh.
All right, here's what we'll do. I don't care about my Bethesda launcher. All right, so we'll drop one. So we'll drop one group here. Two on each of these two platforms.
Where's my ping? So the ping will be that one and that one.
Yep.
When it's letting me ping.
It's this one.
The upper and the lower.
Oh, okay.
My ping is the same color as someone else's for some reason.
For some reason, my mouse copies the ping of the last person who pinged.
Okay, so I've got upper,
See?
lower.
You copied my ping color, man.
I copy the ping color of the last person who's pinged, oddly. All right, so each of these platforms can only support one person.
You're not certain. It's a very thin, like.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do.
Chunk.
I can't remember Midnight's character's name.
Wallace.
Sombrero.
My name's Wallace, damn it, not Sombrero.
Wallace. So
Me
and Wallace will land here and here, since we're further range combats. And Stu and Pastafari will land here and here. Which one of you is better at melee combat?
Pasta, what's your strength mod?
My strength modifier is 2.
Okay, and you have a machete, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, my
Just
dex
got myself.
is 3 or 4, so I'd say you're probably a bit better at melee, to be honest. But
Okay.
Yeah, dex is 4.
Since Pasta is better at melee, we'll put him on the top one, because he's more likely to be brought into melee combat with this guy.
Yep.
Before we're able to lay down a suppressing fire with our guns. So Pasta will be there. Stu, Pasta will be at the one at the top. Stu, you'll be at the one at the bottom. You know what? I'm just going to use this instead because it makes it easier. So Stu, you'll be here.
Yep.
Pasta will be here. I'll back Pasta up right here. Midnight, you back Stu up right here. All right?
Amen.
And since there's no connecting platform here, we will proceed. Yep, there we go.
Be careful with that. You're basically walking on like, oh, there's 2 of me now.
You'll both be deploying on the nearest one, as you have basically just harpooned the satellite from your shuttle.
Oh, okay.
You're basically using grappling hooks, because there is no static, like, gangway point.
And then this big black thing in the middle, is that a hole?
That is the ship.
Oh.
But I don't have an exterior additional panel for it.
Does that mean the grey stuff is basically space?
Well, the light gray stuff, I'm assuming, is a platform between the two of them.
Yeah, like the light grey, but like the grey.
The darker
dark
grey
grey
is
is
basically
space.
space, yeah.
This is space, yes. Don't fall.
Basically,
Yeah.
because I was going to have I've got the 404 on, so you can't see inside. I didn't want that to also be space.
Yeah.
So that's going to get confusing.
That makes
So,
sense.
you have landed on the outer, like, arrays, and the first thing you notice is it's surprisingly warm.
Yeah, I think that's because they're reflecting the sun.
Probably a solar panel, more than likely.
Also, as your shuttle draws in, what you can see on the side your shuttle is facing at appears to be a very large, very old flag. If you want to roll an insight check on it?
Can we do history as well?
History and insight, yeah. Forgetting history's a thing.
Yeah. Oh. He does not know this flag.
Greg and Sombrero recognize this as the former flag of Australia.
Oh, shouldn't we be underneath the platforms then?
What's Australia?
G'day, cunts.
Alright, Australia is this island where all the animals have like hot pockets on their stomachs.
Whoa, dude. I thought it was Candyland.
So yeah, I'm going to request for the external elements of this, if you can move as if you were in turn order.
Okay.
Should we roll for turns then?
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to. It's more just move around as if you're in turn order. I don't want you going, I'm going to go all the way over here. Because...
I think if we do an initiative check and we stick to that until we...
Or we could do maybe dexterity, I guess.
Well, that is your initiative. Your initiative is usually dex.
Yeah, I fucked up. There.
For some reason Stu was on there twice.
The first one was 20, I rolled it wrong. Because I had to roll it again because I didn't select it.
Not big. So I tell everybody, clear a path till you get to the ship, and we'll meet up in the ship.
Alright, squad commander. Referring to Megasid.
Why is everybody on the initiative
Come
twice? Stu's on there 3 times.
Oof.
What are you talking about? It only shows
Yeah, he's
once.
not on there at all now.
Yeah, I
Okay,
only get it
I've
once.
just deleted all the spares, but...
No, the only person on there right now for me is Midnight.
Yeah, it's only Sombrero.
Huh. Okay, it's because it's got the ones from a previous screen. Let me just re-add all of you.
Alright.
Anyway, if you want to decide how you're going to proceed,
Yeah.
you can now see the situation at hand.
So Midnight,
Alright,
you
so
said-
Greg, I
you
got an
said-
idea. How about we do a count of 3 and then you and me line up shots and take out 2 aliens at once before they notice we're here.
I like that idea. Let's aim for the big boys,
Alright.
because they seem to be the ones with the most problem. If you can
Which
line
is-
up if you can possibly line up a shot to take out 2 of them, take that one.
Dave.
So,
Because
Alright.
our sniper rifles apparently can go through multiple targets.
Good to know. How do I do a
deep penetration.
Oof.
So yeah, as far as I'm aware, all of you, apart from Greg, using conventional ammunition and pistols. I think some of you may still have revolvers.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't pick up the armor piercing from last time?
As a, oh well, yeah. That's
Unless you specifically chose otherwise, you have a full complement of the special ammunition for any 18mm guns,
Oh, alright.
because it is proven to be combat effective.
Okay. Can you walk over this thing?
Yes. As I say, it's just at a slow speed because you have a harness to make sure you don't fall off.
Can we
Is-
see everywhere along here?
It is mostly flat. A few of the panels are slightly misaligned, but it's no more than a few feet.
Oh, yeet. Okay. How far can I move?
It'd be half your normal movement. So you've got a dex of +3, I believe.
Yep.
So you would have normally a movement of 40, so you'd have a movement of 20 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna say rounding up, I'll be generous.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh shit.
Give me a minute, guys. I will be right back.
Sure.
Hey, he actually deafened and muted that time.
Okay. I'll move across there and just get my SMG ready in case any of these things aren't dead from the initial shot.
Oh, okay. Midnight.
Yep.
Your turn.
Okay, so what Me and Mega Saber are gonna roll at the same time and try to take out as many aliens in one shot. So it just have to wait till he gets back.
Understandable. Do you need anything to prepare, Thumper?
Yeah. I guess I will have to move slowly over here.
Yep.
So I'll try to
General
cross
stealth?
this.
You can roll stealth
Yeah.
if you want to. However, that might be difficult.
Oh, here's something interesting. They can't hear you no matter what.
However, they might notice.
All right, I'm back.
Space, no one hears you.
Okay, I'll move over here.
Yes, you are, for the functions of movement at least, in like some heavy BDSM gear.
Oof.
Anyway, Mega Saber, you ready to line up shots and take them?
Yeet.
All right.
Yeah. And then I just move to the side.
So yeah, Skog, I have it lined up like this. So 2 of them
Yeah,
at once.
that's fine.
All right.
Seeing that one.
I'm going to test the power of mine, and I'm
Yep.
going to see if I can hit through this straight line right here.
Oh, wow.
I don't know
Okay.
how strong this thing is, so we're about to find out.
Yeah, you've had a rough, estimate of its power from the quartermaster, and you've maybe had a couple of test fires in the firing range, but
How do you spell tachyon, by the way?
how I've spelled it, or how it is spelled. I spelled it as Tachyon.
Y-O-N.
Tachyon.
Okay.
I thought I'd try and choose something vaguely pronounceable as opposed to some translation of really fucking fast in Cyrillic.
Oof.
Okay.
As I
So-
feared the internet would just be a troll and would give me something along the lines of golf.
All right. So we just roll once then.
Yep. Roll once each to hit. So, targeting the top one first
Mm-hmm.
is that size and flavor.
If possible, I mean, I'd do a headshot, but I don't know how likely that is in space.
It would be difficult to judge that
Yeah.
without being fixed down for a start.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I'll just shoot as best I can.
And so as two shots, well, one shot kind of vaguely rings out as far as you're aware. You assume it's fired, and another shot again
Sorry.
vaguely rings out. You assume it is fired. You
Barely
see
rings out.
two of the things stagger slightly, and I'm going to roll some dex saves for them.
Whoa!
Whoa!
All right. Well, that's an interesting thing. So don't get hit while you're standing on these things.
Yeah, they jumped off onto
That's
space.
why you're wearing like the grapple harnesses.
The Australian harness.
You think we could actually have snuck past them?
Why bother?
Actually, well, I mean, here's the thing. Here's something that's interesting for you. There's no noise. There's no sound. We're in space.
Go in, sir, by the way.
So unless these guys see where the shot came from, they have no idea. So
Okay, so hello.
Hello.
For the purpose of convenience, you have been parking the shuttle, but your timing is good.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to jump in,
Why are there so many aliens?
you're not sure, but the main docking bay is damaged, so you're having to go in through a more unconventional route using a series of grapnels and harnesses to
This way?
stop yourself floating into space. You can deploy on either the top panel or the bottom panel of the array, either next to Midnight or Mega Saber.
to the bottom panel.
I look at him curiously, wondering why it is he doesn't fit into the background despite his skin color.
Oof.
Oh dear.
My
Oh, yeah.
man's skin is ebony deep, boy. It don't fit in with nothing.
As an aside, Gren, you don't use any heavy weapons, do you?
No.
You're using, I believe, a revolver still?
Yes, as I'll
You
have the
get a
revolver.
full allotment of special ammunition for it if you wish. Otherwise, otherwise everything is as normal, except you are in a slightly heavier suit because you are required to be grappled to the satellite, so you don't fall into space.
Okay.
Also, Grin,
Hmm?
would you like to roll either an intelligence or charisma check to see if you're going to be elected team leader on this assignment? Because as it stands right now, it's me with an 18 for intelligence.
I mean, he is rank-wise the leader.
Well,
Yeah.
he's
Well, he's-
seniority.
Seniority, not by rank.
There.
But
Okay.
basically, we've rolled and we've.
Ooh,
Okay,
shit, son.
cool. Well, it's a tie between me or you, Grin. Do you want to lead?
What's the intelligence bonus?
I have a +3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gren's only got a +2, so technically you would win on that one. But I will let you fight amongst yourselves.
It's not a fight. This is out of basically we both made really great arguments for being the leader. It's between the two of us in character, but out of character. Grin, do you want to lead this? Because I technically have to come and go because I'm at work.
I guess I would like to ask. Last time I acted as more or less leader of the mission. How did I do?
You did okay. You just didn't.
Yeah, I think you did well.
You didn't really enforce your leadership very
Yeah,
well.
Bill sort of became the de facto leader.
Who?
Bill sort of took over.
Bill wasn't playing last time.
Bill wasn't here last
He
time.
wasn't.
What?
He wasn't there last time.
Last time
Last time you were playing with Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch was eating shit.
I could have sworn Bill was there.
He was not.
No, Bill wasn't there.
No, if Bill was there, a lot more things would have been on fire. Probably.
Yeah.
Literally no one stood up.
Who has a
Literally
weird,
no one.
who had the weird southern accent and kept calling me boy?
That was me.
Oh, it was you, okay.
Yeah, this guy.
I think we're sufficiently derailed that you might fall into space, but
Yep.
How did I do last time as leader? I don't know. There was another guy who was there last time. He was kind of the de facto leader. Yeah, that was me. Oh.
I guess that solves that then.
Well,
So-
I guess you were a pretty good leader as long as I don't know it's you.
so we're now in initiative because at least the things you've shot have noticed.
But the things we shot are gone.
Not
No.
Just leaving.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
They're in the process.
Okay, I guess I'll take a shot at this boy that's leaving, just to make sure he's dead. What shall I fire? I'll fire a burst.
Also, for any of you who are Black Templars fans, all of your weapons are lanyarded to you.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty good.
Especially your
If you want to
pistols.
upgrade that, you can go that for chains.
Just for clarification, because I think I might have missed it. Are we in space?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, the dark gray area is space itself, the light gray is platforms, and the blue thing's your solar panels, and the black thing in the center is the ship you can't get onto.
Yeah,
Basically,
it's-
walkway.
It's
Space.
its single airlock is fucking ruined. Like the doors are missing,
Good.
and
to
evidently
know.
missing, and not just stuck open either.
Did I miss?
That's what
With a
Building a point
9,
where it's breathing,
yes, as it is
Oh.
somewhat difficult to target something that's sort of slowly drifting away,
Yeah, through space. Oh well. I'll try again.
even with a burst of shots. Sombrero.
All right, so I'm thinking to myself, we're in outer space. there's no air in outer space, at least as far as I can tell, and I don't think I want to try out for myself like our good pal Mitch did. So I'm thinking that we gotta radio the commander sometime soon and tell them there might be these aliens clinging onto the outside of our ship, and we gotta make sure they don't just hang on to the side. Meanwhile, I'm lining up a shot on this guy.
Probably have passed that message on through Gren before he left the shuttle.
All right.
Which is currently just sort of shackled to the outside of this one.
All right, so I'm gonna try to hit this guy with a.
Ooh.
That's the damaged one, yes, or the healthy one next to it.
The one that's still standing on the platform.
Cool. Yeah, I thought I'd seen the thing. You managed to hit it, and
hit it twice, then. All right.
That's point. It's not actually. Sorry, it's not actually registered that I typed in the fucking damage. There we go. So, we have Thumper.
Hey. Okay, I'm gonna go for this lad, and I'm gonna try to use the pistol.
You try and fire a shot at it, but the panels are sort of drifting very slightly up and down, and it makes your shot just skim wide. As
That's fun.
the creature, although not directly evading, is a sort of moving target. And it's been a while since you played Duck Hunt.
Damn, son.
Mega?
Alrighty. Let's see. Well, before it becomes an issue, I'm just going to go ahead and take a shot at this sucker right here. I
Yep.
don't know. Yeah, actually, if I can. Hold on. Ooh. If I angle myself here.
Jeez.
Actually, yeah.
Dude.
That's what I'm going to do.
Apologies,
gonna-
this
so
for
I'm
the
gonna move-
collateral.
Like this, you can get 3 of them.
Three of them. No, that's pasta. Stop trying to have me.
Excuse me.
So yeah, I'm gonna angle it.
Yeah, I'm going to say you can take the shot through to both of them.
Cool. So I line up my shot carefully and fire.
Considering you've had a D20 roll, you have rolled really badly.
I know. I know. For the damage, it's not good. The damage is not good. The attack is not bad though.
The damage is unreliable.
Yeah, that's usually why in D&D it usually doesn't. After like a D10, it usually becomes like 2D6 or 2D8 or stuff like that.
The shot impacts on the smaller creature and sort of just tips it off the side of the panel. It's technically still in the same geographical plane because it's not gravity so much, but it's not on anything anymore.
Now, Skog, how many shots is this thing firing?
Single.
So single shots. Okay.
Yep.
So they're single shot rounds. All right. I just got
12 shots before reloading.
Yep. So I'm at 10 rounds on that magazine. Okay, cool. I just needed to count.
I'm going to try and make a second dex save, which I will fail.
And that'll be me.
Cool. Just gonna sort of spin harmlessly on the spot because I need something to push against. However, the bigger creatures, this one's gonna make a grab for the side and miss. So This one is going to make a grab for the side and miss. This one is going to take a grab for the side and miss slightly worse.
Ooh.
Wait, I wonder if I took a can of soda, shook it up, and then opened it in space, what would happen?
Little globs of liquid would fly all over the place.
Yeah, but then the can would be like its own projectile. That's just it. Tape a can of soda to a grenade.
Why have the grenade? Why have the soda?
Why not just use the can?
I'm going to tip up my helmet in space, take a sip, put it back down.
Oh yes. I will say, at the expense of a challenging dex save, you can make a full movement instead of a half movement. But you can guess what the consequences will be.
Yes. I'll just move normally. 6. Okay. Guess I'll move up slightly closer. My first action. So is there some kind of check you have to make to jump over here?
Nope, it is just a half movement as you are basically grappling your way around. So you're staying anchored in place by at least one grapple.
Then I believe that is as far as I can go. In 2 actions. I'm done.
Cool. Yep, it's I thought I'll throw in a platforming arena.
I forgot to ask. Do I keep my gauntlets? The punching gloves.
Yeah. I mean, you've got them once. You're probably going to be getting them again. They're nothing too extravagant.
Fair enough.
Pathetic.
Okay, I'll take another SMG burst to this boy.
You manage to catch it full in its like flailing torso, and you just it gets yeeted, and then it sort of stops flailing and just sort of clumps against the side of this panel.
Yeet.
It's like
get dabbed. Guess that's it.
all up to you on how you want to engage here. So.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my movement to move over down here. Then I'm going to attempt to take a shot at this little one here and move through to the big one.
Understandable.
All right.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Well, it's a good thing I'm trying to shoot right next to a friendly, because that is probably going to get grace from that.
Oof.
The good news is, because you rolled a fail, that is that your gun jams and you waste a round clearing it.
Oh, all right.
By a round, I mean you rack the bolt and eject the dud round. Not that you have to spend an entire turn doing it.
Sounds good.
But that is the remainder of your turn's actions. Thumper.
Hey. Okay, gonna go for this.
Yeah, it's on it's in the back. Look close. I was pretty sure I saved it anyway. Sorry, guys.
Okay, sorry. Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that guy I just pinged.
Cool.
Gonna try with the pistol again. Bit better that time. Yes.
So I managed to catch it, and you blow that fucker away. Again, it's sort of, its now limp body kind of crunches up against the adjacent panel,
Ah.
leaving a sort of almost crystalline spray of like ooze across the surface.
Oh, magnificent.
I'd suggest that you think it's a good idea that you've got these grapnels, otherwise that'd be quite slippery. Mega Sober, who is...
Yep, I'm back.
Doobie.
All right, cool. Let's see. Now, it's just mean. Yeah, right about. I'm gonna shoot like that.
Understandable.
To hit both of them. It's just
Cool.
mean, really. Since I have not moved, I have two actions, right? A move and a standard.
Yes. Which
Can I-
foot did you take?
What do you mean, which foot?
Feet, sorry.
Oh, that's true. I can fire twice. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Can I? So yeah, I can fire twice as a second action. Okay, cool. So first shot, and then the second shot is -5.
The first shot yeets through the first one in a fine spray of like almost almost like red ice. The second shot, however, although impacting bursts upon the surface of the thing rather than burrowing through its armor. However, due to
it's only
the
an
force
8.
behind the shot,
Yeah.
it does kill it, mostly by smashing it forcibly against the panel it's next to.
Now I only had a 7 to hit on that one.
Yep.
Okay. So, wow, this is a fucking awesome gun. All right, cool. That's my turn.
I'm gonna say with Y midnight.
I want to see if it'll work.
Does, but why? Rolling 1d0 plus 100 minus 100 plus 3 minus 4 plus 1.
What?
Damn, son.
So,
What?
none of those are alive anymore. I make a second attempt at a reflex save, which passes.
Hey.
These are gonna proceed on you. However, someone like you, are somewhat inhibited in their movement. Although, even by your eyes, they seem slower than the ones you fought before. Kendrick.
Graham,
Radio.
it's your turn, mate.
I heard. Let's see. I guess I might as well start firing. So that'll be. I'll take out the VR 17.
Okay.
The VRR.
Yep.
17.
The assault rifle.
Mm-hmm. And I'll do a burst. That's a crit.
Damn, son.
What does a crit do?
Double damage. Well, it should already do the damage, actually.
No, I don't use it. I don't use that one.
You roll damage twice.
Yeah, I use the double damage, so.
So it deals 4 damage?
Does 4
Or-
damage. It also has the bonus effect of the shot hits it so squarely that it knocks it backwards.
Nice.
Damn.
As, it fails to grab on the way past anything. Halt.
Okay. Let's have a look. What do I have? Let's conserve some ammo for a bit. Let's go for a single shot.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Sometimes a single shot is more telling. Sometimes.
Because the SMG chews up ammo like a motherfucker, I've realised.
Yeah. Not as bad as the assault rifle.
Yeah.
But it has a smaller magazine as well. So
Yeah.
swings und roundabouts.
It's close to midnight and he's barking at the moon.
Thank you. So I'm gonna take my last round and go ahead and try to plant it in this fine gentleman over here.
Okay.
Damn son, where'd you find this?
Your shot, due to it still drifting from having been shot by Kendrick's burst, you don't quite manage to place the round, and it swings. It goes just wide of it.
All right, and with my bonus action, can I reload or no?
Yeah, you can use your move action to reload.
All right, I'll do that.
Funbar.
Hey, sir. Gonna try to ask to go for a bit more melee approach right now. So I'm gonna go with that, and then I'm gonna try to go with this. At least gonna try to get over here.
You can try, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you move any further than the half distance, though, you'll need to roll dex saves to
Okay.
make sure you don't fly off by mistake.
Yeah, I see that. Probably, maybe there then. Stop right there. And I'm gonna try to, I'll try the melee approach next round. Trust your pistol on this lad.
Alright. As you are somewhat more concerned with making sure you're firmly harnessed to the satellite, your shot goes wide. So I can't help but notice you've only been using your pistol so far.
Yeah, I've been focusing on using the pistol, not like the rifle.
Okay.
Bit more like,
Pistol skill.
Hmm?
Turn up your pistol skill.
nah, that's not really the approach. It's just being a bit more conscious of using my rifle ammo. Usually gonna use that inside, and right now, trying to keep the ammo usage a bit on the down low.
Look at these people thinking tactically. Oh. Right, Greg, time to eat things.
Greg.
I'm thinking. Hold on. I was looking at the attacks and shit. Yeah, that's actually the shot I'm thinking about taking. Stop that. Stop that now. But yeah, this shot, I think I can hit both of them.
Yeah, you can potentially hit both.
Alright, so I was trying to make a macro for the second shot, but
Don't do that one.
No.
Don't do that, John.
You can just
First
roll it
shot,
twice and it'll take 5 off to hit.
Wow.
alright.
Relax now.
That's a thing that you've rolled.
Boom.
You fire a hole through it, and as the round sort of detonates inside it, it creates a hole big enough that your second shot, following it through, strikes the second one, and does the same. I'm gonna roll
I like.
posthumous dex saves. They both fail.
Well, dang. Remind me not to fuck with a man with a tachyon gun.
This gun is pretty damn nice. I'll be honest with you.
Its maximum damage per round is 25 per shot. See if that one recovers. It does not. Pittman. He's typing.
Well, it is a railgun.
Yep.
So, yeah. Let's see, I think it's been knocked. No, it's still within range. Okay, I'll try to do another burst against it. Nah.
Nah, fam.
Does that hit?
An 8 is not a hit in most cases.
In that case, I'll just move closer to the edge.
Cool. Living on the edge.
Oof. Right. Let's see. Let's take another singular shot. Oof. Damn, son.
Well, you hit it.
Yeet.
And the small caliber does a not inefficient amount of damage. And once again, oh, fuck's sake.
I like the fact that I'm sniping with an SMG. It's like, fuck.
Also, the SMG is a one-handed weapon.
Just one-handing this fucking thing.
Actually, no, correction. That's a machine pistol. The SMG is more like the MP5, so it's two-hander, technically.
Oh god, this really is Scotland. Oh no. SAS with their MP5s.
Scotland National Park.
Well, it's more of a... It's a larger submachine gun than, say, the Uzi, which is more...
What was the thing Ritualist did it special Scottish space service? That was
Scottish
it.
Special Space
Yeah, before
SS. What a time to have been alive. So, sombrero.
All right, so this big black wall here, is it? How high is it?
It's approximately 30 or 40 feet.
All right, and so judging by the momentum of space, if objects in motion will stay in motion, so if I push something forward, it'll probably just keep going that way. So I'm going to undo my harness, and I'm going to try to take a leap forward as far as I can until I can try to reach that wall.
Roll a dex save.
All right. So undoing my harness and leaping like Superman towards that wall.
Oh god, is he dead spacing it?
Okay, you can move 22 squares, I'm going to say.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay.
And it is now Thumper's go. Oh dear. Space, no one can hear you yeet.
Oof. Tab. Sorry.
The house is appalled, but barely surprised.
Sorry, interruptions.
No worries. It was all in Bork. I don't understand it, and I don't care.
Oof. Gonna go for this guy. I might want to move a bit closer, actually. I'm not gonna move all the way over to the corpse, I think. Gonna try to get on the edge. Bit more
Edgy
like-
boy.
Oof. Nah, you can't call me TJ Kirk in that regard.
I'm surprised there hasn't been more Star Trek memes and shit as we've been playing this.
Again, as the awkwardness of hitting a moving target that is not moving by conventional physics,
0G, yeah.
or you know, conventional physics to what you're used to, shall we say? It is technically moving by conventional physics. Your shot goes wide.
Well done.
Greg.
All right. Give me a moment. So we move 25 feet plus 5 feet per text modifier, correct?
Yep.
So that gives me...
To a minimum of 20. I'm not a monster.
Right. Well, 25 feet. 25 feet times 15 is 40. So 39. That'll be 39. So move
So
myself.
you can move 20 feet.
Huh? Well, I have a dex of plus 3, so I can move 40 feet.
But you can only move half speed while you're using the grapple harnesses.
Ah, okay. So
Unless you want to risk it, in which case...
nope. All right. So hold on. I was here. That's 12.
Astrophysics, if you will. I'll allow some degree of rounding up.
Should be about right here if I'm remembering, if I'm doing my math right. That's 12. Yeah, that's about right.
All right.
All right, cool. I'll move there, and I will shoot.
Past her.
Don't shoot me,
At
please.
least as far as I can see it, that is on the line of fire.
You're not wrong. Don't shoot me.
It goes straight through his head for me.
I mean, honestly, why even bother aiming at the alien?
Hey, don't.
Yeah. I'm not gonna shoot pasta. I'm just
Oh no,
gonna-
dude! If you get here, you can shoot too.
If you try to shoot me, I'm gonna make sure you get court-martialed.
If pasta,
How?
I'm
Posthumously.
One,
Yes.
I'm not going to kill you. Two, if I was, no one would ever find out.
Oh, Graham would know.
So I will take my.
Nobody would do it.
Oh, yeah,
No,
bastard.
So I take my shot.
Well.
Using the height given to you by the grapnel, you manage to sort of float up a bit and take the shot downwards. You rolled really well. And
Yeet.
you blow a shot clean through its what appears to be its throat, and its head sort of separates and drifts in the opposite direction to its body.
You know,
With,
if
you know,
the
the
ammo
usual-
wasn't so expensive and limited, we should outfit the whole squad with these rifles.
These things are very, very good. 6, I'm down to 5.
I'll tell you out of ammo.
I do make a statement. Good thing that son of a bitch isn't here. He tried to eat it.
Right.
He
You
likes
are
all
out
me.
of combat, but you're still in initiative timing just for movement, because certain things
May
are...
or may not happen.
Yes. For example, if you decide, I want to yeet myself into space.
Nobody
Um,
do that.
Oh boy.
Someone already has.
So, Pittman.
We're gone. Or approximately a couple seconds into the mission, and someone has already decided to do something crazy. Well, I suppose that's just what expected.
I mean, that's not fair.
Just gonna take a double move towards the wall.
Reminds me, does our squad have a name?
Officially, you are Squad 2.
We're not Squad 1, how dare they?
Oof. Not the
Squad
not
1
the 18.
are the people who got here before you.
Wait, can we be Squad A?
Ew.
Squad Alpha. Because
Call
I'm
yourself
alpha
whatever you
as
like.
fuck.
Officially, you were
Oh.
squad 2.
More like Squad Ranger.
Ranger Squad 2.
With a Navy fish.
Rangers of Power.
Navy.
Go Power Rangers.
Rangers of Power.
And Varric.
Oh,
Republican Space Ranger.
God damn it.
Oh, Jesus.
Give me one moment, guys. Be right back.
We already kind of have that vibe on Ritual Star if you see the American flag all over us. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. Everything is American flags, which is mildly inconvenient for my backstory, but I'm not pressing the matter because it's good art.
So it's 40 feet, huh?
Yes. Is the double move.
Okay, I'll dash over here with my grappling lures and shit. Is Midnight still drifting through in 0G?
Yes.
Yeah, I have my hands out
Roll
like
a dex
Superman.
save.
Oh,
Alright, so with my hands out like Superman, I just let
fucks.
Alright.
Okay, Spider-Man.
You can move a further 17 squares in your direction of choice, or you can grapnel down on the way past.
Alright, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And can I take out my combat knife and jam it into the wall and anchor myself into it?
You may attempt this, yes.
Or what should I roll?
Roll me a melee attack.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Well,
What if you make...
You do
Yeah,
manage
yeah.
to successfully sort of fortunately aim and get your knife between in a panel gap, and it manages to suspend you. However, the force of you hitting the hull is felt by everyone else as the vibration it's faint but noticeable.
Uh-oh.
As like 100 kilos of person just sort of splats gently into the ship's hull.
Gently.
It's quite a low speed, just quite a lot of momentum. No worries, dude. Thumper.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to walk this way. Wait, actually, to measure that out. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to roll dexterity here, aren't I?
Yeah, it's not gonna be a challenging one.
Okay,
You just
Hey,
sort
guys.
of negotiate.
30 save.
I have to do something right quick. Just continuously move my character closer and closer to the ship, Skog.
Will do.
I have a total with taking half movement. I have a 20 movement. So
Cool. You are able to negotiate the body. You can optionally move the body out of the way if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
However, I would suggest you want to be conscious of where it's going to go, because
Yes.
space junk is bad. Because
That's-
although relatively, you're moving very slowly.
True.
You are traveling at extreme speed.
True. Yeah, you might not want that moving when it's extreme speed. I'll just try to get past it, I think. There, and then just stop there to be safe. Worst part is over. Well, Mega is not here. Shit.
Alright, so.
Oh, damn. Jesus.
Well, Mega Saber said to move his character like he's here, so.
Yep.
Okay.
Done.
Alright. With all my movement, I should be able to get just about there. Taking a double move. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to make a dexterity save as well.
If you want to try and jump it, yep.
Okay. See, get here. Then.
You manage to, if a little clumsily, jump to the next panel. It's only like a 6-foot wide gap, but it's a 6-foot wide gap without, proper gravity.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can just try to do what I did.
No.
Good answer.
Yeah, try to die and then save yourself miraculously.
Hey, dude, like, I just got Soldier Blade playing in the background. You can't hear it because it's in space. And I'm just like, yeah.
Speaking of, didn't he make a fucking
Who
console?
allowed him to install speakers in his suit?
I'm sorry.
Hey, I don't work with the suits.
I got one of those future MP5 players.
Can play through time.
Archaeotech right there. Right there. That's me, I guess.
Yep. Why is there another thumper over here? I'm getting rid of that one.
Well, there's...
Whoa.
There were 2 of you. I just realized there was one inside the ship for some reason.
There was 2 thumpers all along.
All right. So who brought a blowtorch so we could just dig it? So we could just cut our way into the ship.
We got grenades. We could probably blow our way in. Oh, my turn. All right.
Is that smart when we're being at high speeds?
Also,
let's
isn't
find
that
out.
going to depressurize
Explosions
the whole
in.
So you
Explosions
said
in
I jam my
space.
knife into a panel.
Panel gap, yeah.
All right. So is there any way I can sort of open any other panels near me?
Do an insight check or a arcana check. Whichever one you
Alright.
fancy.
Well.
You work out that if, with a bit of persuasion, you could probably prise open the access panel. It's only about 2 feet across. There's an access panel above the main spar all the panels are on that all the wiring goes through.
All right. And would I put myself at risk doing this?
You don't reckon that you could open it on your own.
All right.
You could try.
I go, hey, Boomer, you tech savvy, right?
You think I'm tech savvy? Fuck no.
Oh, hey, Doc, you're tech savvy, right?
I believe Mega's the only one that's slightly tech savvy.
Well, he's gonna make his way
He's
over
gonna
here, then.
He's gonna operate the synth.
Well, it's Thumper's go.
Hey. Well.
Wait, so is Mega Saber gonna walk over to me to help me then?
When it's his turn.
Hopefully,
All right, cool.
Yeet. That's all I move.
Excuse me. He's going to continue, mostly trying to walk along the spars that hold the panels together.
He's walking
Nothing too
really
risky,
far.
as I don't want to accidentally yeet him into space while he's not here. That would be rude. Gran.
Okay. Gonna continue to move.
Be careful with that glass, man.
That was me.
It's a stack of bottle caps I keep on my desk because I'm bored.
preparing for the fallout. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually I'll be able to buy Fallout 1.
Oof.
I have returned.
But do
Do
you
you
have
want to help me
Fallout 1?
hack into the spaceship?
Sure.
Well,
Knowledge
What?
Arcana roll.
You're not there.
Yeah, you
Oh,
need to
yeah.
approximate. And you can attempt an Arcana roll.
well, I was just gonna say. Well, first of all, let's try to see if they have an emergency hatch or something.
Alright, do you want to do a perception check then? So we
I
can
will.
see
Everybody do a perception check. You said.
if you want to, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we're definitely in space.
Looks like it.
Oof.
Bumper hasn't rolled.
I think I can brew.
Sorry. Oh,
You've not
we're
rolled
doing
past that.
perception. Yep.
Sunbearer reckons that the panel in front of him probably leads through, if you can brute force it.
All right, I got an idea. If we chuck it, hey, you got those old grenades? Freaking, what's his name?
Greg.
Hey, Greg, you got those old grenades?
Yep.
Yeah, I got a plan.
Well, wait, hold on. Grin, have you decided to be the commanding officer?
Seems that way.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, how about you? How about we discuss that plan with the commander, shall we?
Very well. Oh wait, wrong one.
Max. This is the class that I am. It's
Yeah,
like
I
an
am
RPG where you ask a companion or whatever, tell me your stats, like a Mountain Blade or whatever.
So, Varric.
Alright. I'll just like stack up near the hatch and fucking be ready in case more Xenos filth comes out when it's opened. Or hopefully there's Aussies in there. They're friendly. Or not.
There's never Aussies. Only animals.
It's not real, you know. They're all paid actors.
Can
Let's
I
be
use
honest.
insight actually to look at the panel?
Yep.
See if there's if there's a button that we've not seen thus far. Let's see. Is it insight or perception?
That would be insight.
Wouldn't it be investigation though?
Oh, actually, yeah. I think it's all the same modifier.
Investigation's worse, but
Investigation is intelligence.
You rolled a 7. It's
oof. So I established this is a control panel.
it's a hatchway. You're not
Okay,
sure.
lads, this is a hatch.
You reckon it? You might be able to jimmy it. You're not sure.
Okay, that's me done.
Sombrero.
Oh yeah. All right, so I say, hey Greg, get those grenades up here. Hey Commander, can we blow this open?
I'd appreciate if you wait until we can all get a closer look at it.
All right, cool. And can I tether myself down in any way so I don't have to hold on to my knife?
Yeah.
All right.
I kind of assumed you'd done that earlier, but I'll.
Oh,
Wait
no,
a minute.
I've just been holding onto my knife wedged in the platform this entire time.
Skog, have you put us on Australia with ground harnesses so that we don't have to be flying into the sun?
Oh, this is a big Australia rep.
Welcome to Australia.
Make sure your ground harness ain't
You know,
rusted.
when you said there was a deeper meaning, I thought you meant like philosophically, not just that you're Australian skin.
Whoa.
Whoa,
I just realized.
deep lore.
Yeah. We moving.
Fuck you, Skog.
But how far does the rabbit hole go? Make a save.
We need to
Pretty
kill
sure that's-
kangaroos.
Oof.
I immediately checked my stomach to make sure there's not a little baby kangaroo hanging out.
I double check my ground harness to make sure it's not rusty.
Yeah, just go. Come on, Greg.
Oh, it's my turn? Alright, cool.
Yeah, you're next.
Sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20. And if I double move, I can end up here. Actually, I can end up here.
Yeah, but you need to get over here though.
Need to get
Oh,
down
I need-
there.
I need to get down to where you guys are at.
Yeah, there's a hatch here.
There's
Is
no
there
hatch.
no-
There's no hatch where we're at.
You can check.
You'd have to find one.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. I guess perception.
Yeah, or investigation, or the other relevant one.
I choose
Pick a relevant
investigation.
skill.
Wow.
Having a
Shit.
look around, you find what seems to be a similar kind of panel above the boom.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be as described from what you can see of the one about 20 feet away.
Okay.
And it is mostly smooth, but it has an edge.
Has an edge. Can I? You said it has an edge to it. Can I like push on the edge at all, or?
It's like where a plate is covering a access panel. Functionally.
Okay. Can I remove the plate?
You may attempt.
What kind of check?
Melee, strength based.
Oh, I have to
Strength
beat.
based
I have
one.
to. I have to beat it off. I did not say that right.
Do you have to? Does he have to? Does he have to attack it to get it loose, or does he have to use
It's
strength to
strength
get
test.
it? There you go.
Okay, so just a regular strength test. All right, cool. Let's see how bad this is going to be.
You managed to jam your knife around the side, but you kind of feel that your knife is not going to cut it without, disintegrating
Damn, yo.
or bending.
Time for
Ooh.
bionic arm.
All right, cool. Well, that's it for my turn.
It's spaceship grade aluminium.
Ooh.
All right.
However, your investigation roll did ascertain that you reckon there's probably 4 bolts holding it shut, or 4 locking bolts. You're not sure.
Okay.
It might
Well,
not be an access panel. It might be a structural panel.
Does
Well, I will-
anyone have
will-
a screwdriver?
I will relay that information to everyone else. Also, you'd need a wrench, not a screwdriver, to get bolts off.
Yeah, true. Both. I was thinking. Sorry.
So, but I relay that information. I relay the information about the panel to everyone.
Cool.
Oh.
Then again, my character has 7 intelligence. I'm just saying that.
Pitman. Trying to find more relevant Australian shitposter memes now that you've noticed.
I'll just move up, and from where I am, I'll try to get a better look at the panel. So, all right. While I'm getting over there, explain to me, what's your plan?
Wait, is this real?
Nani? Boss.
To explore and understand the deep under.
What are you guys doing?
The Australian Research Space something probably.
Exploration.
The Australian Research and Space Exploration Program and a program aren't necessary to complete the
I think RASA would have fitted better, but I'm happy to rename this the Arse Sydney.
The Sydney, Jesus.
Oh no.
So,
Anyway,
all right, Private Wallace, explain to me what's your plan?
All right, so crack open this hatch as much as we can. See if we can find any sort of adhesive or tape. Stick in a bunch of grenades. Tether ourselves down the best we can. Set them off and crack open a way in. Crack open a cold spaceship with the door.
Now, I appreciate your gusto, I suppose, but you do realize that if we try to get it open and have no way to close it, then it will decompress the entire ship,
Is that a
potentially
problem?
kill it. Well, do we know if the first squad is dead?
Yeah.
They are dead.
what? No, first squad's they're currently not on watch.
Okay.
Hold on.
Deployed to your ship.
Yeah, they're all dead.
So are there anyone inside the ship?
Everybody's dead already.
You're not sure. You've not really checked for life signs due to the fact that the airlock has been torn off.
So anyway, my deception, is that going into effect?
I don't know.
Do you tell me that everyone inside the ship's dead?
It's been confirmed.
Okay, now I want to point this out before this goes
Fair
any
enough.
further. Hold on.
Mhm.
Your character knows that everyone that they haven't been dead. If he's telling an obvious lie, something you know is a lie, if we're going by D&D standards, he takes a -20 to his roll.
Not
I
in
don't
D&D
know.
5th edition. In D&D 5th edition, it just automatically fails.
Oh, it automatically fails now? Fun.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
If I already have the information that there is no one inside or everyone inside is alive,
Well, no one that you know of is inside.
in that case, I'll just tell him. Don't lie to your Don't lie to your elected superior officer for mission. Boy.
No matter how good. It was a good roll. It was a good lie.
Mm-hmm. Too bad it automatically fails against people who know better.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I mean, are we going by 5th edition rules, Skog, or are we going by...
yeah, are we doing like homebrew thing here since everything
I'm gonna say that if you're saying Squad 1 is already dead, then Squad 1 are not on shift. They are probably asleep or in, like, the rec room. You are the only squad that has been deployed here.
But yeah, so I said
If you're
everybody
meaning
needs
the
to-
people in the ship, you have not seen any life sign readings. However, there is a massive hole where the airlock should be. The assumption is shit's fucked, yo.
So yeah, basically I just lie to him and say that, or lie and say I'm sure that everybody's dead.
That would work, because
Okay.
you wouldn't be aware of that.
All right. So then, is he
All
convinced
right.
that?
I still think you should try to just. Do we have a crowbar with us? Some tools for this? We got ropes.
We got a
Nothing
machete.
specific.
We got a robotic right arm.
I mean, yeah, you have that.
All right.
Machetes.
I have,
perhaps?
officer, I have an idea if you're willing to allow me some leeway.
Explain your idea to me, son.
Well, the femur is the strongest bone in the human body. I'm assuming if these aliens are built anywhere similar to us, their leg bones would probably be as strong as a femur. A human femur can be used to potentially act as a crowbar, although not as efficient. I'm merely suggesting we take one of the bodies of the aliens we killed, cut off their leg, and use it as a pry bar.
Right.
Use the
I'm
bone. Use the bone as a pry bar.
just
Are
gonna
you-
make some additional info. As you've been standing here and looking around, trying to look for any other options, you notice that the base of the hull, from your orientation, is only a few feet below you, and it has like rails and stuff that go underneath.
Oh, so we could potentially. climb
However,
on
the
it.
wall in front of you, as you could see it approaching, is about 30, 40 feet high and is pretty much sheer apart from these panels.
It's
Yeah, I
also
got
entirely it's also entirely possible, Commander. We may be looking at this ship upside down.
I think that's the way it's meant to be.
Adam. I think we should check out the rails before we take any toward actions.
That's your call.
Quick question. Are we sure this is Greg and not that Mitch fella in the skies?
I did not.
There's a
propose-
height difference.
and I did not propose eating the disgusting fuckers. I merely proposed potentially. We could use just a regular human leg bone if you want to lose a leg. I'm
Yeah,
sure
you
you'll
want, you want a cyber leg to match your cyber leg?
Yeah.
Nah, don't.
I mean, shit.
Let's not try to carve up people.
Well, to
They're
be
not-
fair, we wouldn't be carving up. We wouldn't. Nah, to be fair, we wouldn't be carving up people now, would we?
True.
Exactly.
As long as we don't want to eat them.
Hmm.
But yeah, let's
Uh,
explore the ship as you said, officer, commander. I need to find a proper way of saying this.
Private Wallace, Private Holt. I think we should try to split. I think we should try to. I want you two to go down first, seeing as you're both fairly apt at moving through space from previous actions you've taken.
Yeah, you know, my first name is Space.
Wait,
Not gonna
is
think
your
about
name
that too
Space or Sombrero?
My name's not Sombrero.
Then you might want to change your character name.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's in character, like out of character. It's like he doesn't like the nickname Sombrero. That's like
Gotcha.
Mm.
Gotcha.
All right,
All right.
Holt and Private Wallace, if you would.
Oh, no.
He's telling you to investigate the underside of the ship.
Okay,
All
so
right. So do I just put myself upside down then?
Yeah, if you want to traverse to the other side, just so I don't have to reveal bits of the ship that aren't there, you can flip yourself upside down and proceed to the other side.
it looks so quaint.
The Australian playthrough. Here we go.
Oh, no.
And don't forget to fasten your ground harness.
Wait. So is there another map for the rails below?
No. Just move yourself to the other side of the ship.
Left or down or right?
Technically either way, but the shortest, most sensible distance is the left to right.
All right. I go, Commander. There's just more aliens. We're just gonna have to keep fighting on solar panels, or we can just bust in now. To the actual.
So there's just more aliens below the ship.
Yep.
Hmm.
Nothing of importance.
Kendrick is going to take a moment to think. Private Greg, I asked you one last time. Can you find any other way aside from the using the femur of an alien to get that open, not using explosives?
You got a wrench?
I believe I have an idea. We all have guns, right? We can use the cleaning kits for our guns. Try to use those.
Yo, Skog,
Let's-
what? You know what? Hold on, Skog. Real quick.
Yep.
I'd like to roll a knowledge arcana to
Go
try
for
and
it.
figure a way into the ship.
You reckon, based on the more kind of, you're just, you're still holding the Project Tachyon in your hands. You're looking at this panel, kind of weighing your options. You reckon there's a chance you could just shoot through enough of the metal to at least weaken the bolts enough to just prise it open, potentially with the help of Private Thumper?
I wonder if it would work on my spacesuit.
I propose that to Grin.
All right. I approve of that plan. If that doesn't work, we'll try your explosives plan.
All
All
right.
right, Thumper.
Yep.
All right, Thumper. You aim at the ones on the left. I'll aim at the ones on the right.
Okay.
Also, all of you have the regimental issued duct tape and WD-40 as part of your repair kit.
Yes.
Oh no.
This has been a thing since the start, but no one's questioned it too much. Also, the maintenance kit consists of a pipe cleaner and a small multi-tool.
Oh well, hell, we can use the multi-tool to fucking undo the bolts.
No,
Oof.
No? Okay.
it's like a standard Swiss Army knife, the ones that are about 3 inches by like 3/4 of an inch across.
Yep.
It's one about that big.
Got you.
It's
Well,
not gonna have anything substantial enough to like prise through like spacecraft grade aluminium.
Tachyon it is then. Kabam.
Oof.
Your first shot lands on target and seems to cut through one of the bolts.
Cool. Private Thumper. I'm assuming we're both going to shoot simultaneously. So, go ahead and make your shot now, and then we'll make our other shots again.
Well, shit. Okay. Should I shoot semi or?
No, single
Tachyon.
shot.
You're
Single
showing
shot.
a point blank range as well with a, as far as I'm aware, a standard assault rifle. Or did you take a tachyon?
No, he.
I did not take a tachyon. Okay, I'm gonna do single then.
You managed to,
King.
at the close range, you were kind of knocked back a little bit by the blast. As it's not a powerful explosive, but it's enough explosive that you kind of, you know,
Yeah, you have.
you're not wanting to leave your gun, your gun muzzle to it with the with your ammunition.
And second shot from the tachyon.
Second shot of the tachyon, you sort of almost hear a faint tinkling sound as that of a bolt hitting a bulkhead on the other side of the inside the ship.
Okay.
As you have at least a local microphone for outside. And your suit's not completely soundproof.
So does it look like it would be easier to pry open now?
Potentially. You reckon that 2 of the bolts are failed, at least internally.
Okay, so I basically have to shoot all 4 bolts effectively because the tachyon seems to be the only thing that's blasting it.
I mean, potentially. You can try a strength test and just prise it open as it is, but...
No, fuck it. 2 more shots.
Alright.
That's 1.
Yeah, you quite happily shred the 2 remaining bolts, and the one that was just about holding on holds it enough for it to swing down like a slightly awkward cat flap.
So it's
you
open.
have an access panel into the ship. Let me draw you some lighting. Let me move the turn order so I can actually see.
And like that, and like that, we didn't have to waste explosives. Let's go.
Yeah, we're wasting our time on a bunch of solar panels.
Just experimental, exceptionally costly ammo. Anyway.
What do you mean experimental?
Hey, if they didn't want to use, if they didn't want us to use it, they shouldn't have given it to us.
Oof.
Specifically, they shouldn't have given it to me.
So.
Okay, I'll be right back. Just put me on autopilot for right now. Be back in a
Okay.
minute.
I believe we are right back round to Kendrick. So you have a hatch blown open in the upside.
All right.
There's not really cardinal directions in space.
No. Gonna take me a couple turns to get there.
That's fine. If no one else is going to be doing anything, then you can move as you are. Just if multiple people are moving, I want to keep an eye on deployments.
I think I can get here in one move, like over here. But it's going to take a dexterity save, isn't it?
Not a difficult one.
Okay, over here. Okay.
You managed to land successfully on the other side. So you basically just grapnel to, like, there's a little edge sort of thing to it, and you can just grapple to that. It's kind of awkward, dangling like 3 little grapnels off your belt, but in theory, at least one of them is always attached to something.
In theory.
Oof.
Yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Cool.
Moving as hell.
I believe you are still currently on the upside. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
The downside.
Guess I'll head back to where we were.
Yeah. You can attempt to work across from the underside, if you wish, and end up in about the right place.
Okay, I guess I'll just end up there and that. Or there, wherever.
Yeah, somewhere along there.
Alright, so
You can move a little bit quicker on the hull, so you can move the full movement, just because there's long railings with no intervening like stanchions. So you can basically just run your line along it.
alright, so I look at everybody and I go, let's do the trust test. I'm gonna see if I can fall backwards and y'all catch me.
Why? Why would I do that?
Which direction's backwards as far as you're currently oriented?
I think he's saying he's going to. I think he's saying he's going to go towards us with his back turned.
I'm going to kick away from the wall and towards the group of people standing over there.
This is so
highly inadvisable.
Where the rope goes. What the
So,
bill knows.
What's that, Dexy?
Only Dex.
Well, if you want to catch him, go ahead, Varric.
I'll try my best.
I was going to say, as you sort of drift across, one of your loose grapnels catches on the solar panel and you get sort of yeeted around onto its surface, and there is a crunching sound.
Whoa.
How?
It's fucking hilarious.
Well, you're sort of free floating, as are all your grapnels, which you would normally be used for like attaching yourself to things, and they catch on things because. So you're sort of lying, sort of face down, on top of this solar panel, sort of like a very fat starfish.
Sweet home Alabama, yeah, where the skies are so blue, so blue.
Vampire.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because this is open now, right?
Yep.
Well, gotta try to go in. Well, I'm gonna go in front of it, and then I'm gonna roll perception to try to see what's inside. Okay.
Sorry, it's a big polygon.
Oh wow, small, thin, small hallways.
So it's a really small hallway, and I guess a wall.
There's a what appears to be a large, you guess, capacitor bank on the inside. A couple of bolt-shaped dents in the outer coating.
I don't think David knows what it can. Yeah.
You've seen them on your own spaceship when you've been doing assisting with the maintenance.
There's some of them things in there.
Big fuck off batteries, basically.
The big battery.
Are you gonna make a move, or are you just gonna look around?
He's just gonna say that, and then he's gonna try to walk in
All right.
and go to the side.
Spooky.
Greg, I believe, is following up. Gonna scroll him through to there. Gren, can you make me a dex roll, please? Dex save,
Okay.
sorry. Huh.
Tab.
You find yourself sort of free floating as the ground you were on has shifted, but your harness has held you in place. However, you are sort of inconvenienced while you try and winch yourself back down.
My turn is wasted.
No, you just have a slightly reduced movement if you want to do anything.
So I only
Yes,
get
you need
one
to be able to
move
get
action.
to the ground first.
Okay, so I only get one move action.
Yeah.
All right. Fun. Yeah, fuck. Alright, I think these fucking. Let's just make it better, but let me get separate. God damn it.
Thankfully, it's not rust.
I can't believe it's not rust.
Right, I move myself there and end my turn. I was here, I believe.
Varric.
Okay. Is Wallace tangled up? Like, can he move still?
He's basically lying face down because his grapnels are caught on the edges. So
Is he
he's
secure,
technically
though?
fine. He's secure.
Okay, I guess I don't need to help him up then, or do I?
I mean, you can
No,
try.
it should
but
be good.
He should be good, alright. I'll move in that case. I guess
have
I'll
you
have
ever
to
seen
move
someone
in
who's-
like that until everyone else can shift.
Yeah. Have you ever seen someone who's caught like a lanyard in a door?
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a bit like that he's done. He's caught the lanyard, it's gone, "Ugh!"
Ooh.
Like a knucker's brother falling down a flight of stairs. Sombrero.
All right, so can I use my bonus action to undo my grapple?
I mean, you can, but
Yeah.
you don't have any gravity to work with.
Okay. Can I just take my knife and cut it off then?
Sure will
Why
do.
are you doing this?
Yeah, go for it. Roll a check.
You don't know.
Oh, no.
I don't feel like eating alien flesh tonight. Let's do something smarter than that.
Why did I come? What did I come back into?
I do believe he was about to commit suicide.
I was about to cut my grapple with a knife.
One of your grapples.
Why?
Because it's caught in them.
'Cause
And
it's
he's a
cool.
bit lazy.
Because he's what?
He's
Because it's
caught.
cool, apparently.
Yeah. And he's
Okay,
caught in the
so,
grapple.
Do I have to expend my turn undoing the grapple?
No, you'll just need to spend half your turn getting up and the other half of it doing a half move.
Okay, so I'll do the half move over here and undo the grapple. And then I'd like to do a leap towards the doorway.
Alright.
Dex save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cat-like, you managed to leap into a hole 2 feet by 2 feet wide. That's about the size of my fridge. You're just diving.
Nothing like going from laying prone into the refrigerator. Alright.
You can also put yourself the right way up if you want to.
No, I'm in Australia. This is the right way up.
Oof.
You're all
Well,
upside down.
Let's see what's in there, lads.
If you want to continue to be the other way up, that is fine. There is no gravity locally, so it doesn't really matter. Bumper. Getting rather full in here.
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna try to move on towards the edge here and try to see what's over there. Okay, there's not really much there.
There is the continuation of a hallway. There
Yeah.
appears to be lights at floor and ceiling levels along the edges. The lighting is faint, but it is there.
How high is the ceiling?
It's about 8 feet.
Alright.
I'm gonna scout out this side. Keep my eyes there at the
Alright.
moment.
Greg's go, whoever is next.
Okay.
While Pittman is still not indoors.
All right. What was the what did freaking Grin tell us to do?
I don't think he did.
I've not
Just,
given. I've not given orders yet. I was preoccupied, not falling into space.
So basically, our current orders were to just get into the ship, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I look at you and go, "What's next?"
Well, I do believe the mission was to explore the ship.
All right. Cool. I'll head south, if that's all right with you.
At the moment, it seems like we should maybe secure the sides here, gentlemen.
Remember to do the usual. Secure your flank. If you can't see anything on your flank, move down. Then continue onwards.
I would say. You are still without gravity, and it's slightly more difficult to grapple indoors, so you are still at the half movement penalty. However, you are not going to fly off into space.
Or you can do what Wallace here is doing.
Just yeeting around like a fucking Olympic swimmer.
Okay. I'm going to double move to move here. So, yeah. And when I get there, perception check. Not that it fucking matters because my perception is absolute dog shit.
This is a hallway.
See,
This is a hallway.
This is a hallway.
Captain? Sorry. What?
there seems to be a rather pronounced step on the door, but apart from that, nothing else stands.
What would be an appropriate thing to call it?
Officer?
Yes. I'll just call you Officer Pittman. Officer Pittman, there is a hallway down here with a door.
All right then. Let's see. Oh, I guess it's my turn next.
Yep. And as soon as you're indoors, we're off initiative.
There you go.
Eat.
Alright.
Guys, there's these things called social standards. You gotta get rid of them. This allows you to navigate space perfectly.
Alright then. Thumper, what do you see above? Private Thumper.
Oof. He is the big guy as meets it.
It seems the Private Thumper has come down with a non-responsive illness.
I would suggest that he can see nothing other than a corridor. It's fairly empty in here.
Can he see the beginning of the other hallway?
He can see it goes around a corner. That is all.
Oh, right.
He could move.
Yes,
probably.
I was going to ask him if he could go and check out.
Let's move him. Da-na-na-na.
Well,
Right. It seems there's nothing there. Good.
I guess we do the usual thing and stack up on the door that's inside the ship.
Alright then. Seems there's nothing too extravagant.
Trying to think what the best way to go would be.
You
Oh,
notice that somewhat unusual in the spaceship. There's there's like a 6-inch step between the ceiling and the door.
Mm-hmm.
But as you are only on one side of the door, you don't read too much into it.
Alright, let's
Alright,
see.
guys, let's frag it clear.
Okay.
I say, Snap is on the door.
Yep.
There is enough space for you to pass each other, but you wouldn't be able to pass in a combat situation.
Mega,
Yo.
on the door, please.
Back up.
Yep. All right. You tip out right here.
Maybe.
Aim and firing.
Okay. At the door?
Didn't you just tell me to fire my tachyon?
No, I said on the door.
Okay, you said on the door, and then someone said tachyon. What did you want? What did you want me to do on the door?
To stack up on the door so we can open it.
Oh, okay.
I
Never
need
mind.
to stop, like,
Ignore that roll.
yeah.
Mhm.
What is this?
Or me as well.
Oh, right.
Fire indiscriminately into the ship.
Thumper. Oh, Thumper. Stack up next to Private Walls.
Okey-doke.
And
Hello.
ready and open the door.
Come on, let's.
The door opens downwards.
Why is sombrero upside down?
I'm actually
Because
the
it's
one right
floating
side up.
space.
I'm an American.
I will say at this point that Sombrero notices as the door goes for his perspective up that he is standing and the door is level with the floor as he is standing.
It seems the spaceship is upside down.
What?
Or we are upside down to the spaceship. It
Well
seems to
then.
be Australia.
Mind blown. Oof.
Huh. Fascinating.
Okay. Well, what do we see on the other side?
Well, having opened the door, it reveals a crossroads.
Shit.
Unimaginable horror.
Emptiness.
Well,
You know what? I'm gonna go left. Fuck you.
gentlemen, we have to decide together. Come on. Let's not
Well,
divide
there's
ourselves.
probably another capacitor bank down here, so if you want to secure that first or the other doors, I'm not too fussed, but that's what I would surmise.
Okay, let's split up by the door we vote for.
Are there any words or anything written on the wall I can tell what language this ship was built in?
Good day.
All might, have you ever seen the Mason Wallach ball?
On
Oi, mate.
On one of the flat surfaces in the room, I'm going to stop trying to give specific directions, it's getting confusing. You see a large flag that you recognize as the same as the one you saw from outside.
The
I would draw it
Ossians.
on the map, but I'm terrible at it, and I can't be bothered to go and get art essays.
Okay. So what I propose to the to Officer Pippin. All right. I'll stand right here while you fellas open the doors one at a time, ready to fire at any hostiles I see on the other side. If we open the doors one by one, then we have a less likely chance of being overwhelmed if there are hostiles.
I think it would be an excellent. I think it would be an excellent idea if Private Wallace would show some goddamn respect and get in the middle with you and shoot him whatever we open the door on. Thank you. Right, open the bottom one. Or
Okay.
Sorry,
open.
yes, sir.
I'll make stealth like we did previously.
Yeah, same here.
Oof.
You're feeling pretty fucking stealthy.
Opening the door stealthily. Legend.
Is that
Okay.
tact?
What? Why are you attacking his religion?
He just starts reciting the preamble to the Constitution.
Since
We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. Door opens, we fire.
All
but
right.
you are not a man.
Tell me that wouldn't be terrifying, someone firing at you while reciting the preamble to the Constitution.
Right. Thumper Holt.
Religiously.
Right.
Sir, yes, sir.
Thumper Holt, go into the room, do some initial exploration.
Excuse me,
Ah, goddamn it was.
Sombrero.
Do I see?
There is a corridor.
Amen.
Again, it had that sort of awkward step to get through the door, but your various harnesses are like you're just grappling to fixtures and stuff as you go along.
Do you see anything?
Nothing yet, sir.
Appears to be another capacitor bank like the other one.
Alright.
Shall
Yeah,
we proceed?
another big ass battery.
Seems Thumper is going all the way down.
Yeah. Permission to
Right,
do
then.
that, sir?
Permission granted.
Sir, yes, sir. Nothing here.
Hey, oh.
It's all clear.
There seems to be a circle in between us.
Alright. No activity.
Alright then, let's go stack up on
Alright.
Private Wallace. Do you have a reason why you want to open that door?
Yes. You like to hear it?
Alright.
Let's go.
I suppose I do.
See, I have a theory. Every time I enter a room and I'm clearing it, I always look to the left because 50% of the time they're on the left. So I figure if I go left first, there's a 50 chance that they're on that side. So that's why I always go left.
But you didn't go left. You went right.
This is the other left. You're stupid. Anyway.
Specifically, as we came into the room, that's your right.
To his orientation, it's his left.
True.
As he is currently standing the other way up to the rest
Yeah,
of you.
he's upside down.
That doesn't change unless he's looking behind himself. That doesn't change his orientation. That doesn't change left or right.
Hey,
Yes,
well,
he
I'll
does.
have you know,
He
I
went
killed
to,
the
like,
president
here.
of Nicaragua, okay? I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'd
I hate to be that guy, but if you're standing the other way up, left and right are mirrored.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know.
I know I'm wrong. But you know what?
No,
Wallace-
but you would be right, because that would be
Well,
right, and that
I
was the left.
suppose I'd certainly like to see the socio-statistics in the future, but there's no point. But I'm not going to discuss opening a door with you, so go ahead.
All right, open room.
Okay, give me a second. It's this banana is surprisingly stream.
Oof.
Nani?
Try not to spread banana across my mouse, okay? As you enter a fairly well appointed room, Wallace immediately notes that he is indeed the correct way up. As all the furniture is bolted to the floor as his perspective, and to the ceiling from your perspective.
I'm back.
Who's
All right.
there?
What I do is I casually get on the couch and I sit upside down on the couch.
Who the gosh darn mouth shit on the ceiling?
You can't help but notice though, the sofas seem a little oversized for, you, even though you're wearing all the climbing harness and, like, spacesuit.
Yeah, that's
Well,
kind of.
I suppose.
I guess this was made for proper Americans.
I suppose I'll take your advice, Private Wallace, and Kendrick will attempt to grapple himself to the floor.
Oh, are we doing the dead
dude,
space
thing is,
thing?
I'm not
and
grappled.
realigning
I'm just
ourselves?
dicking around, jumping off a wall.
I know you are floating in space. I know.
This is about 8 feet. You could probably reach up and touch the ceiling if you jumped a little bit.
So, Kendrick is going to jump.
And then try to get some. Then try to have his feet touch the floor.
So you can do a backflip,
No.
a front flip.
I guess.
Just walk towards the wall and then keep going round.
Well, you know what? I'm going to do that. He starts walking up the wall. Well,
So,
I suppose COG missions have the. I suppose this is one of the good parts of COG
So
missions.
I look around to see if there's a TV in the room.
The room seems to be mostly unadorned.
It's just
Strange.
seating. Just
Pretty much
furniture
just
for sitting.
a few cupboards, nothing extravagant, like some shelves maybe.
Who doesn't watch TV? Yeah, it's suspicious. I think the aliens stole it.
Nah, but you gotta admit, even aliens will want to watch some television.
Hey, boys, aren't we forgetting something?
Well,
We're doing the dead space flip and like.
No.
oof.
I do believe we have a flank, don't we?
I'm covering the flank.
true that. Okay,
Fair enough.
allow me. We got you covered, sir.
All right then. Halt. I can hit you up here.
Alright.
Fuck you all.
What do you mean?
There.
The sideways.
G'day.
Why are you
Well, you
all
see-
upside down?
if we're all walking on the floor and not on the ceiling, then it's then we have to turn our characters upright again.
Excuse me.
Why did I do this? It was a cheap meme.
Yeah.
I refuse to get on the floor and do the dance, so thank you very much.
Okay, I'll stealth unlock the door if we're all
When are you
ready.
gonna learn that in space nobody can give you cream?
Oof.
That's pretty stealth. Oof.
In space, nobody can see you, ninja.
Except
Two
for
more
Ned.
doors, god damn it.
God damn it, lads.
Jeez.
But what the fuck?
It's
No.
a penis.
I'm bucking
I'm
the
having
chain
to
of
draw it
command
in
and I immediately
slowly.
slam open the pink door here.
That's not a door, so wait a moment.
The hell?
What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Blackness.
Whoa.
Now now pink.
Let me get my viewer so I can see what you guys can see.
We can
Really?
see
Purple boxes.
pink.
Wait, guys,
Pink
hold
pen.
on. I've seen this kind of thing before. We gotta dance and then, like, something happens.
Oh no.
Do I have a shot?
So, as Wallace
Do I have
moves
a
towards
shot?
the first box, inside he observes a figure lying down in repose, surrounded by a thick purple liquid.
Oh shit, it's a
Is that-
stormtrooper. Oh,
Having realized that what you guys can see and what I can see are slightly different, I'm gonna try and adjust some of the other ones.
Hey, what you find
There's a
in there?
black box on this one. There's a black box on this one.
Lad, we've got some cryopods with, well, humanoid-looking figures this time, not creepy aliens. So
Are they cryopods?
You found
They
the
do appear
space
to be
Nazis?
3 of them are empty and are drained of fluid, which is why I've revealed them. One of them appears to contain a large figure who also appears to have, for whatever reason, taken a what appears to be some kind of firearm into the chamber with them.
Okay. I'll go check this
It's
one.
a little odd, but this one contains the form of a very large, burly man.
I'm going to do a medicine check on him.
All right. From what you can discern from the cryopod's readouts, everything is good and fine inside. The occupant appears to be in good health, with no negative signs as of yet from the cryo storage.
is there anything in this one?
Yes.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
It's an Australian Leander.
Wait.
Is that Leander?
It's an Australian one.
Unless.
Hey, Greg, get up here quick.
Yeah, I did upgrade. I did upload the right picture.
Yeah, radio and Greg, get up here quick. I need to see this.
Permission to approach. Permission to approach.
You are permitted to leave your stations and join us in here. There, you might want to see this.
What?
Very well, sir. Oh,
Son of a bitch! It's a synth.
Relax, relax.
No, worse, it's a time traveler.
It's power armor, goddammit.
I'm gonna do a medicine check on it.
Oh, okay.
Power armor's
Additionally,
not a
the
thing.
previous
It's
one
how they trick you.
checked.
It's how they
All the
trick you.
life
into
signs
believing
reading as normal.
Mm-hmm.
The occupant appears to be healthy and unconscious.
But I gotta admit, that's definitely a space Nazi.
Is that Leander?
It looks quite similar, but several key differences are there. They are carrying a different style of. There's a different style of weapon tucked in with them. They are wearing slightly different armor, and across their chest is painted a large Australian flag. Also,
Alright.
seemingly as an afterthought, someone appears to have attempted to stick on a cork hat to the top of the helmet. It looks a little silly, but
Yeah, that's not Leander. I don't think he was Australian.
Commander, I think we need to. I think we need to search the rest of the ship to acquire more information about this place.
Yep.
Commander, I
Yes,
object. I think we need to station some sort of We need to ensure these guys don't wake up somehow.
Would you explain to me why?
Because we don't know if these aren't hostiles. Or
Well,
aliens,
they're not,
for that
huh?
matter. These could be aliens in disguise.
Greg, would you kindly check the equipment to see whether or not they're cute to wake up anytime soon?
So I walk up to the computer and start typing away on it as best. Can I understand it enough to do a knowledge arcana roll?
Yes. It's a
Cool.
slightly archaic version of the dialect. However, you can understand it.
Rules of 6.
Upon opening the console, it greets you with a good day.
Cunt.
Can I do a what's the word, history check to see if I understand the language?
Yeah.
Can I try an Arcana to see if I understand this upside down?
The
All right.
language appears to date from the early 2100s. You notice a few of the dialect words that have gone out of common usage, even in the less salubrious parts of the Space Force.
According to these readings, sir. What do I got, Skog?
They appear to be set to backup. The only setting for it so far, other than something you can't decode, is just a emergency backup wake up function.
All right, sir. It seems that these guys are only set to unless we trigger it somehow. They doesn't seem they have any other wake up time other than in case of an emergency.
All right, good to know.
So they didn't wake up when there was aliens all over outside and the airlock broke.
Well, to be fair, that might not be considered enough an emergency. Also, you know,
They die.
Well, the ship may have determined that survival chances of them were 0 to none with no oxygen. So
Yeah.
it just
Agreed.
Well, I suppose we'll leave them there until we can get some
Look at the rest of the ship.
Yeah, we might want to try to figure out some way to talk with the commanders. How we can get them out of here.
Alright, squad, let's move on.
So yes, sir.
And goddamn fucking cryogenic frozen people. You ain't getting paid enough for this shit.
Skog,
Yep.
I would like to close this door on the way out.
The doors are automatically shutting behind you.
Okay, good. Are these chairs movable?
No, they are fixed in place, as is
Okay.
fairly standard issue. You
All right,
reckon they're
cool.
probably just temporary fixings rather than permanent, but
Alright.
All right.
When your lads are ready, I'll stealth the door.
All right. Hold it. Aim is set. Go to ready to action. Shoot any hostiles. Go ahead.
Alright, lads.
Let's hit it. Oh. Okay.
As a note, I just want to point this out. You don't need all 3 of you to roll a stealth check. To open
Only
the door.
one.
Yeah, I know.
But Skog takes all rolls into account.
Mm-hmm.
So if one
either
person-
way,
Yep.
as the door opens, there is a rushing sound of air, followed by the sound of lots of things going bang, including all of your equipment, and the door closes after briefly giving you a perception roll to see what you can see.
I'm assuming that's the airlock got that blown open.
Mm.
Ooh.
Right.
Hey.
Apart from Sombrero, who is not quite so quick on the uptake, having had most of his equipment just fly past his face, you quickly notice that although the rest of the ship's superstructure is there, all the internal decking and everything has been torn apart, and any fixtures or anything that were in there are gone. There's just the raggedy remains of the bulkheads, where you surmise some rooms might have been. However, the gravity is turned back on. So it's a good
Also-
thing you're all the right way up.
Except for
Sort of.
Well,
oh no.
Got me a dex save from.
Yes, sir.
Well, I need to roll one
And
too
ready.
because I need to roll one too. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, anyone who is not reoriented themselves, you manage to flip, brace, and not hurt yourself as you open the door, see the carnage, hear the klaxon, and hit the deck.
Right, so now we can turn our things around.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, we just hit the deck like Wiz Khalifa.
Well, now everybody, we got to deal with our frozen gentleman. So let's go back.
Also, shouldn't fucking Wallace also have to make a roll since he was floating in midair?
He was at least the right way up.
Fair
So
enough.
I'm going to say that you can land from a height of 2 feet without too much discomfort.
Oh, can I search in the cupboards for shrimp on the Barbie?
You may attempt to do so.
Hey, look! I found a can that reads Foster's.
Can I search for void suits?
You may.
Wait, so did I just lose my rifle and everything?
No.
Oh.
It just went from floating freely to all, like, obeying the laws of conventional gravity.
Would I roll perception or something else?
What are you looking for exactly?
Void suits.
Yeah, roll a perception check. Just have a quick look around. They're fairly obvious. They're normally stored. You don't see any. But this looks more like a recreation area than anything else. Generally, you surmise they're stored in the airlock or next to the airlock, which is
Well, that's going
gone.
to be a problem. We might need to calm our ship then if we're going to rescue these fuckers or whatever.
You know, here's my opinion here. I think these might not be friendlies. It might be better off to use these machines to sort of cut off their life support and let things be.
Wait, hold on.
Let's not get court-martialed again.
Yeah, exactly. After we almost got court-martialed last time, you want us to commit 3 more acts worthy of court-martialing.
And not to
Private
mention,
Wallace,
this is
Private Wallace, I'm going to sign you up for a psychiatric evaluation after this.
Very
not
well.
to mention, this isn't specimens. This isn't
Perception.
clearly aliens. This is
Perception
humans.
Perception test, Skog says.
Weird humans, but humans still.
Hey, they're... what do you call them? Wait, aliens?
Hey.
So,
Got a couple
a few of you quickly notice you can hear something.
Oh yeah, that's true. The ship has been repressurized, and the gravity's turned back on, meaning that these guys are probably being woken up now.
Oh no.
Well, we can escape together.
Let's get
Well,
in there.
what do we hear, Skog?
You're not quite well.
You were
Spur
not
rolls
quite
best.
well.
He can
Hey,
hear
did I
something
hear it
moving
right?
around, but it's very quiet because bulkhead doors and void suits.
It might be the aliens rushing in from outside. We should probably prepare defenses.
Nah, they can't get through the hatches, not on their own. I don't believe
There's
that.
a giant hole.
Private Thumper, there's a giant hole. There's a giant hole in the side of the satellite.
But there were no aliens a lot. Oh, there were aliens below, wasn't there?
There were aliens crawling the entire satellite.
We should probably set up some
Yeah.
tripwires along the way.
Yeah, but then, you know.
Right.
You hear a thud from the next room.
All right, everyone, get open the door.
I've got my. I'm positioned where I need to be.
I'll take positions here. Private Holt, if you would.
Alright, I'll open the door.
I'll take a ready to action to set to say a warning, not to shoot, just to say a warning.
Oh yeah, so once the door opens, tell them to drop their weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Well,
there's
that'd be
going to be.
intimidating.
Is the door open?
I feel there's going to be a
have you opened the door?
misunderstanding.
Have you opened the door?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for all the stealth, discreetly
Okay.
to open the door.
You open the door, at which point, a slightly familiar metallic voice calls out, "G'day, cunts!"
What?
Everybody on the ground now, drop your weapon.
Fuck off, cunt!
I'm surprised diplomacy wasn't our first action, but you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, that was what I was
What are
going
you
to
doing on my ship?
What are you doing on my ship?
Private Wallace, shut the fuck
Roll
up.
initiative.
Oh no.
Told you we
I'm
should've
going
gone.
to shoot you.
I'm also going to shoot you.
You did this! I won't shoot you, but it's only because it would get me court-martialed again. Well, potentially court-martialed again.
I'm not. I just.
Not you, Greg.
No. I refuse to roll initiative. I drop my gun and put my hands up.
It's not necessarily violent yet, but give me a minute. I just need to add these guys to the list.
I'll roll the initiative to put me in the turn order, but see when I do it. But yeah. So, oh shit, I didn't have my token select. I have an 18.
I'm not gonna shoot unless they shoot first. I'll be clear about that.
I won't shoot even if they shoot first. Not until we have a chance to talk. We were openly hostile to them.
Yeah,
Right,
because
could
this
you
cunt-
I would
all make dex saves, please?
Oh
Okay.
no.
Hey,
It's over.
hey,
Right,
2 crits.
Varric, Greg, the person on the right of you as you're facing the door appears to be holding something that looks a lot like a flamethrower. Would you like to dodge? And if so, where? You can move up to 2 squares as a free action.
I'm way the fuck back here. Does it have that much range?
You're not sure. You've seen what happened with
Good point. I'll move here 2 squares.
Private
Yeah,
Private
Private-
Sanders.
Private Barbie Sanders. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Kendrick, Wallace, and Thumper, you are all covered in a very sticky, very viscous sort of ooze. It is binding you in place from your sort of elbows downwards, including all of your guns. So, I'll say again, what are you doing on my ship?
Let the man speak.
We are from what's our service again? Space Force actually called again, or is
You are
it
the Northern Hemisphere Space Exploration Fleet. The NHS for short.
My name is Kendrick Pittman of the Northern Hemisphere Space Exploration Fleet of the United Earth Forces. We came to explore this satellite after noticing. We came to explore this satellite after noticing the Artemis scanners and seeing that it seems your that was crawling with a alien species. I'll have to excuse my subordinates' hasty actions. We are not seeking to fight. Well, not you specifically. We're just here to investigate. Should I do a persuasion?
If you want, yeah.
It's That's not good.
Okay. Hey,
I never heard of that bullshit operation. I reckon you're pirates.
What does he have worth stealing?
I fucking blame you! You bastard!
There's
I'm
nothing
just,
worth. There's
Pittman is-
nothing worth. Literally, there's nothing worth stealing on this entire ship.
Don't tell him that!
Are you vocalizing this?
No, but I'm just.
Pittman is just going to try to hold his hands up as much as he can with all the sticky substance and just say, I could get you in contact with if you want to, I could get you in contact with our superiors. I might be able to discuss more with them.
What, you pirate captain, after you rip a hole through my fucking ship?
We haven't ripped a hole through your ship. We found it. We found it with the hole. With the hole as it is.
When I went to bed, there was a complete ship, and now I've got half my fucking ship missing, and half my fucking crew's gone.
How long ago was it? How long ago was it when you
could you explain to me when exactly it was you went to sleep?
Not that long ago.
Alright, what was the date?
I don't pay attention to that bollocks.
Well, does one of your subordinates know when you went, what date we went to sleep?
We just need the year.
Yeah.
The one on the right volunteers it was a Tuesday.
Alright, what year?
21? 21? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Alright then. Well, could you kindly check any of your consoles then?
To tell you the current year.
Alright, it's been a little while, but I know how my fucking ship works. It's only here in case something disrupts the alarms. No alarms were sounded until you got here. I think you've got some explaining to do before I lose my patience.
May I speak? Captain?
Alright, shout up then. Fucking miles away.
Permission to speak, officer.
Yeah, I do permission to speak to Grin.
In case you're the hero of your radio calls.
Pittman will nod to Greg.
All right, so Greg approaches. Gun has been placed on the ground. I'm walking up unarmed. All right. So I look at him. I'm like, your ship apparently attacked by something. Not 100% sure what. Part of it has been destroyed. I imagine, which caused your gravity and oxygen to pretty much shut down. I imagine that your ship is designed to where if there's no oxygen for you to survive, then it won't kick on even if an emergency happens. We were trying to figure out what happened. We triggered it to where the doors of the bulkheads actually shut, so the oxygen could be reestablished, and then gravity kicked back on, and then you woke up. I'd like to do a knowledge arcana to basically
tell him this.
I have a 22.
You tell him this. And he goes, all right.
We are not here to attack you. If we were here to attack you.
What's the computer say? To which Pat replies in a very similar accent, because I'm tired. It seems like that fucking array's crawling with the bastards. I reckon they're just trying to buy us time while they detonate the place. Let's get them!
Oh, hold on.
At which point, yep,
Greg,
you can say one thing.
Yeah, so Greg, there's an alien foot in my pocket. Throw it to him.
Why do
At
you
which
have an alien
point,
foot?
Sydney yeets his spear at Wallace.
Alright.
Why do you have a foot of an alien?
I had it since last session. I picked it up off the floor.
Oh, God.
Right, although Sydney misses, for that is his name. It does scorch the air around you, and the three of you in the doorway, your arms are free to move again, as the passage of the spear has somewhat melted the webbing, sort of gluing you to the deck like some rather nasty bukkake.
Thumper's just gonna drop his gun, and he's gonna try persuasion to tell him, Sir, if you're looking for life signs outside, then I can guarantee you that's probably aliens. Because we saw a lot of aliens coming in here. You're probably not familiar with that.
As an aside, it's been Greg's go.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
I'll remember what you said. I will just put it on your turn. Should it still be relevant?
Greg throws his arms up frustrated and just goes and sits on the couch.
All right.
I'm gonna wait for these fuckers to stop being idiots.
As an aside, there is a big fuck off spear. Just there.
That's
nice.
I'm just.
It is the big man's go. He moves back over to.
I also do literally say, as I'm going here, I'm not doing shit until you fuckers calm down, and I just go sit on the couch. So.
At which point, the big lad says to Sydney, "The outside of the hole's crawling with them. Same life signs as the ones in here." Sombrero.
All right, so I'd like to lock the door.
You may attempt this.
All right, how should I roll?
I'm gonna go with a dex check. Or a dex roll, whichever one you seem is more appropriate. You kind of reach out and try and slap at the door, but you're kind of too webbed to the floor to be able to move it properly. And although you do manage to touch the door itself is stuck open with all the webs.
All right.
It's kind of gross, man.
Do I have anything else left in my move?
Not this round.
Didn't you say that the webbing was burned?
Yeah.
Only on your arms.
Okay, so all right.
Your legs are still firmly stuck to the floor. Barrick.
Okay.
Remember, there is alien foot in my pocket, so.
Why do you have alien feet?
Do I have any food or booze on me?
You have 2 ration bars.
Okay, I can't eat them though with my suit on, so.
Yeah.
I'm just.
It is generally deemed good protocol to not remove your suit during.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm just gonna holster my guns and just sit on the couch and kind of look very impassive and just be like, "Yep,
all right,
this is what we're doing."
I pull out a newspaper.
The lad at the side goes, says, "Captain, it's going to take me another few moments just to get this ready again. Should I get him?" Thumper, you were saying...
Yeah. If you're getting life signs outside the ship, that's probably aliens, because they were crawling when we came in there. And I've dropped my gun.
Alright.
Always reach my pocket. My pocket, come on.
Now, I can understand that he's just going to cross his hands and look mildly annoyed. His arms are going to look mildly annoyed and say, "Now I can understand that you don't trust us. But you say you look at the life signs outside and you say that they're identical to us. And that's somehow proof that we're somehow related to them. You do realize that most bipedal life signs look alike, right? Most bipedal life signs with the same temperature looks exactly the same on one of those equipments."
Having heard this brief set of exchanges, he just roars, "Back in you, me cunts! and rushes you. He's going to go for Wallace, as Wallace is making the most flailing around. Yeah, so he hits. And does upon you 5 points of damage.
Alright, cool.
Because you have no dex in this situation for dodging or anything. Greg! You have just seen from your reclining position this massive dude just yeet a fist at Wallace. Is Mega Saber here? Mega Saber is not here. Fuck.
Hold on, wait. Sorry.
That's fine.
I was on mute. Sorry.
That's fine.
I look up from my paper. Look. Could you cunts stop attacking my friends? We're not here to kill you. If we were here to kill you, we would have killed you when we found you in your stasis pod about 20 minutes ago.
Greg, this is working. Just retreat.
No.
The big lad goes, yeah, about that. Yeah, he's mad cunts.
He's mad cunts?
Bad luck.
Oh, he's mad.
Yeah.
Sombrero.
He's gonna kill us.
Okay, well.
He doesn't care.
Now remember what I said at the beginning. All of your equipment is lanyarded to you. So you cannot drop it in space.
So I still have my tachyon.
I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, what's the best idea here? Well, I mean, I'm in combat, may as well respond accordingly.
Yeah, that's... Maybe I can shoot his arms.
In the face.
No, that's different, yeah.
You managed to crack him a pretty solid blow in his right eye socket.
What, a gun?
Yep.
DMR, point blank.
He is a fat target. That is completely unacceptable. Varric.
Right.
You've just seen him walk up and punch the shit out of Wallace.
Yep. I'm just gonna yell over while I'm sitting in the couch. I'll make a persuasion for this. Lads, you're going to need to get off the ship at some point. I don't see any void suits around here. You're going to need our help if you want to get out of this one, I think. Sorry, it's gone a bit rough, but come on. Let's chill out. I've got some whiskey back on the ship. We'll have a good time, right? I'll roll persuasion.
Alright. Oh, I zoomed out way too far.
Jesus.
Yep. Very
See,
persuasive.
that would be convincing, mate. If we were as we seemed.
Oh.
Fucking called it!
And as he kind of gets into a ready stance, he kind of stretches and his skin just sort of peels off, and it looks fucking hideous, to be honest.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Haven't seen that one before.
Alright then.
There's shape
At which point he kind of tries to jockey for position and attempts to reach around the door frame and punch at Thumper.
Can I do a dexterity save?
That's kind of what your dodge bonus to AC is.
Yeah. He does you 5 damage, as there is quite a lot of door frame and bulkhead in the way.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
The other one is still faffing around with their frame flower looking dealy. It's looking progressively more agitated in this.
So wait, are they all aliens, or are they... Can we move? Like at all? Or
your feet are stuck to the floor.
Yeah, fuck.
However, the rest of you can move.
Well, I hate the Cthulhu, so... About time I hit them with a full. Gonna hit this lad.
Yep. You unleash a hail of machine gun fire into him, and you take a few little chunks out of his armor. That's not the button I meant to press. Pittman.
Well, this makes things simpler.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I'm going to use the AR-17.
Yep.
And shoot at the big guy in front of me.
Understandable.
Full volley, since I think I get point blank bonus at this range.
Yep, I will add that on at my end. You pepper his chest, adding a few more stars to the Australian flag painted across it, but none of your shots do any discernible damage.
Jesus Christ.
However, you have attracted his attention. He attempts a backhand on you. However, he seems a little clumsy from, the impact, and instead he slams into the door frame, putting a dent in it. Greg.
You know the great thing about having a sniper rifle? You can shoot better sitting down. Fucking fire at this fucking cunt.
Kill the Cthulhu.
It's 5.
Also, 6 words out of combat.
First shot, second shot.
Or can we try to use the spear?
Now.
The second shot has the -5 already factored in, by the way.
Yep, you're shooting the crab fella, aren't you?
Yes. He's the only one who's revealed himself to be an alien.
I suppose. I mean, I don't see him attacking the alien, though.
I will not. Not until I'm sure.
Okay.
You don't give synth this kind of respect.
I thought you called him a synth.
You said he was wearing power armor. Are you going back on that now?
No, but I thought you were
Alright.
determined.
Sombrero. You've just seen two
Alright.
shots go past you and smash like chunks out of the shell of the one that just took a swing of thunder.
All right, so I'm gonna go to do the good old hot potato and chuck both of my grenades at the ground, right about here, between them both.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, how would I roll that again?
A dex save and then a second dex save at -5. Sorry, dex
Alright.
roll. Not dex save.
Nice.
So a 21 and 12.
You managed to get both grenades on target. Could you roll me? You said it was landing here, yeah?
Right here. Yep.
There. Cool. Could you roll me? Could you roll me 4d6, then 2d6?
All right. Well. How does this go?
Halt.
Okay.
What will my grenades do?
Who goes there?
I'm gonna casually get up from the couch and walk
Wait, am I
over and
going
pick
down
up
the wall?
this fucking power spear and be like,
Understandable.
Starling Bridge time again, lads.
Wait,
I'll move
wait.
information to yeet with a spear behind them.
Did my grenades not go off? Wait.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So can I move up there and like yeet past them with a spear? Because that's what spears are designed for, after all.
Yep, it has a 9-foot reach on it.
You didn't say-
Whoa!
Whoa, wait.
Yeah.
That's a pike!
wait.
Jesus.
I don't mean to interrupt, but you didn't say if my grenades did anything. So I got
That's
confused.
what the damage
Yes,
you rolled.
that's what the damage was.
Oh, okay.
The 4d6 and 2d6.
Yep.
Question. You're saying 9 foot, like, that's not thrown. That's like he has a reach of 9 feet with this thing.
Yeah, it's
I can only hit the big guy, though, I'm guessing.
okay. The big guy is realistically standing here, but that makes it more difficult for like seeing stuff.
Gotcha.
So,
So he can actually stab with the spear and not have to throw it and still hit them.
yes.
I stab the alien dude first.
Yep. Roll me a dex.
Just the dex.
I'll put all the modifiers on my end.
Attack roll with dex.
I might keep this fucking thing if it's a good melee weapon on dex.
The spear basically just cuts through its shell as if it wasn't there.
It's a power spear. How to roll damage on it?
That's where you gotta keep this thing.
I've rolled the damage on my end.
Okay, I was
You are
wondering
not familiar with how damaging it is, so I'm keeping that on my end.
Holt isn't on the initiative.
Yeah, I accidentally deleted him when I was trying to move something, and it's not putting back on. So I'm
it
just gonna...
should be 17, I believe. So.
Yep, just fixing that. No, 17 behind Sombrero.
Yeah.
So, the dude with the flamethrower looking dealy lets out another burst, and I'm going to see how effective that is. Not very at all. It sort of spatters uselessly against the door furniture.
Our character,
Makes
that
it-
dude has a Weber from 40k.
Yep.
Jesus.
Bumper.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't think I can realistically hit this guy, so I'm gonna keep pouncing on this guy.
Understandable.
I'm gonna go for another full. Well,
You manage to find some little gaps in his armor, and you tear a not inconsiderable amount of holes in it, but it seems quite, good.
goddamn power armor. Grim,
Mm-hmm.
it's your turn.
Can we move again, or are we still bound?
You are still stuck to the floor.
This is an action we
If
do to
you've made
free
no
ourselves.
attempts to free yourselves yet, so you may attempt this.
What is that?
I'm gonna go with a dex save. It's
we're
probably the
bound.
most relevant.
I disagree completely.
All right. What would you say then?
Strength to break free.
Okay, try a strength save. For all of your dragging on your feet, they still are thoroughly stuck to the floor, like it's massively voluminous chewing gum. It's quite nasty.
Yeah. Sorry to be a dick, but you said deck save and it just didn't make sense because that's avoiding shit. Whereas we're stuck to the ground.
I mean, here's the thing: you could rule it like 40k, just use whatever's better, because that's how it is in 40k. Like, if you get snared or whatever, use either agility or strength to break out.
Sydney, having slightly recovered his composure after just punching the fuck out of the door frame, takes a go at trying to grab the spear from Holt. However, he fumbles it and he grabs the blade.
Whoa.
He looks quite uncomfortable having done this.
I hope if we get to kick this guy's ass, we can take his power.
All right.
And it's
So
not just.
I use move action to reload and since I used a move action, I can only fire once. So I'm firing one time at the same dude I hit last time.
All right. Chat. So you shoot the big crab man.
Mm-hmm.
and this time your shot managed to land. Again, I've mentioned this point before, but I like to, use it as a descriptor. You know that point in a person's head where you can shoot it and it explodes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do that. It's untidy in here now.
Yeah. You know what? I've decided these aliens need a name, and I name you Synth.
Excuse me, you call that thing a synth?
I thought that was a Cthulhu.
Yeah, that's a Cthulhu.
There's Cthulhu. You can call that a synth.
Yeah, that's a synth.
Oh yeah, that's true. We've already named the fuckers. Fuck, I wasn't here then.
The chord plays in the distance from the synth.
Wow.
Barak. Did I just skip Sombrero?
Yeah, you
I
did.
did. Whoops.
Oh, yeah.
Sombrero.
All right, so Salmon's song and dance. Actually, no, I don't like flamethrowers. They're kind of bad for me. My doctor says not to set myself on fire anymore.
It'll be quite difficult to hit him through the big dude.
Oh, in that case, I'm just gonna keep hacking away at freaking Australian Leander's face.
All right.
So 2 in Leander Cunt's face.
You fire 2 shots, basically once again up into his face, and you can see a lot of what it looks a lot like blood. You're pretty certain it's blood. It's coming out of his face.
Maybe he's not an alien.
Are you an alien, sir?
Are you an angel? What? An angel?
Are you an illegal?
Fuck it, we've already started this, I'm just gonna go. Sorry, laddie, here's your spear, and I just stab him with the spear. Listen.
Alright. Take a lunge at him.
Jesus.
Ooh. Oh boy. Ooh.
Once more, you managed to thrust it this time. Now you've got the weight of it a bit more used. You managed to thrust it into the gap where his shoulder joins his body, but in the little gap in the armor. It's still armored, but it's a bit less armored. And you kind of rip a crackling gash through him. And it seems like his whole body convulses slightly as you retract the spear.
Well, you know what? We did try diplomacy, but this guy kind of instigated it as well, so...
At which point the little guy off to the side just cackles. Yeah, he's mad, can't know, it won't work. And
My
has
cunt.
another go at splooging the area. This time more successfully, and he manages to quite considerably goop up the back of Sydney's legs and put an extra layer down over all of your feet.
Oh no.
Thumper.
Jesus!
Out of character, be careful of the Weber dude, because I think he's a Xeno as well, so...
Yeah,
Wait a fucking moment. Are these also some of the previous characters that played this game with Yoskog?
No, I've only had one slightly reused character, and that's because I needed someone who I already had a character sheet for.
Well, I'm gonna go for this guy again. And
Major Celeste had a stat line and skills and shit. Once more, you manage to just rake across his face, because he's a big dude wearing a big metal hat with like a fancy visor that you can just shoot bullets up.
Yeah.
And it is just pouring blood at this point.
Jesus.
You're surprised he's still going, to be honest.
Jesus.
Hitman.
Kendrick might not look very threatening at the moment. that is not going to stop him from saying, I'm only gonna say this once. Stand down or die.
Ooh.
Get fat, cunt! And he goes to punch you in the face.
Oh well.
Well, it's unavoidable.
He does you
this
7 damage and knocks you free of the webbing.
Oh
And
shit!
you're knocked back a square. He
There's
punches
7
you quite low, sort of center mass type thing. And you are knocked backwards. Your feet are still a bit gummy, but you're not bound.
Well, seems they chose Steph then. Get it, boys.
Sir, yes, sir.
That's a hate crime.
Hate crimes don't exist anymore, boy, but right now I wish they did.
Is Mega there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
It's
My
your
turn?
turn.
Yep.
Cool deal. All right. Fucking.
Again, he is technically standing here, but it really obscures where the doorway is otherwise.
Yeah,
They've chosen to die.
Mm.
still I shoot for his kneecap
Ooh.
That's fair.
because I mean.
Oh yeah, we could interrogate him possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, calm his fucking ass down. You know,
Yeah.
maybe have his ass court-martialed. I don't know. 2 shots.
Oh, he's gonna get court-martialed because he attacked us. That much
The
is
power of the tachyon is strong. Oh, the
Kneecap.
first shot seems to burst on contact. The second shot tears through, and there's just a splooge of just blood and chunks fly out of his left knee.
The man told you to stand down. Now sit down.
Sombrero.
All right, so realizing that maybe his face isn't the weak point, I'm gonna go ahead and do some good old what's the word for this? Sexual reassignment surgery.
Oh wow, really? Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put I'm gonna go ahead and put 1 in each testy.
Okay.
All right.
You do indeed shoot him violently in the crotch.
All right, and I'd like to use my bonus action to reload.
Yep. Halt. Who goes there?
Okay. I'm gonna aim the spear at his weakened kneecaps now that he's dead and be like, "Get down, lad," and just yeet him again.
Cool. In that its dexterously weakened state, you know, what with all of the chunks falling out of his left leg. Are you going for the left or the right leg, did you say? Sorry.
Which one's more injured?
Well, they're both near you because you're standing basically facing him. And you've got all of the reach that you need.
I guess may as well weaken both of them, so I guess I'll go for the right one.
Stab him through the other knee.
Yeah.
It tears through his armor. Basically, he's pretty much crippled. You reckon he's probably only standing up from the armor he's wearing. But his little mate goes, "Oh fuck!" Steps across and tries one last desperate splurge, and manages to yeet it all over the crumbling into his path Sydney's back in a rather homoerotic display.
Oh boy.
Thumper.
Can I throw a grenade in? I'll throw a grenade in.
Dude, why make it 1?
I mean, should I really chance this?
Yes.
Nah, I'll wait with another one. Okay, I'm gonna throw one. That would be dexterity, right? Let's go. Yep.
Point me the target.
I'm going actually a bit more here.
All right.
Trying to throw it a bit behind him.
So you manage to yeet it, and it sort of sticks in like the stuff.
Ooh.
And it goes off as anticipated, but it will. I will need you to roll a D8 plus 3d6, and then another d6.
1d8.
Unless you want me to roll the single d6.
Okay, so it was 1d8 and then
1d8 plus 3d6.
okay, and then 3d6.
And if you want to roll the other d8, you might be able to guess the target.
I suppose so. Okay.
Sombrero, you take 6 points of damage as the grenade is in your face.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Also, you rolled a d8, not a d6 for that one, so I'm gonna let you re-roll a d6.
Yeah.
What's a few more scars gonna do?
He can't roll worse. That's the important thing. Only 3 damage. There we go.
Yeah, I couldn't really hire any.
So as the grenade you'd attempt to try and yeet past him sticks in all the webbing, it basically catches on his hip and blows him in half.
Whoa.
It just tears through his already shredded armor, and a torso lands over here, and the legs sort of just flop to the ground.
Jesus.
Are they human?
You can't tell. They're all covered in chunks and blood and armor.
Fair enough.
Do you want to do a medical check on the chunks?
I will do a medicine check to identify what the fuck they are.
Oh.
On a quick examination, there is indeed a lot of blood.
Okay,
But,
what are they?
even with that level of Medicaid test, you don't have the time in a combat situation to really, examine all of it. But if you are not interrupted, you'll be able to continue examining as the remainder of the fight progresses. Greg.
Okay.
Behind the smoking pair of, jaggedy legs, you can see this little guy squatting at the back.
Has he done anything to us yet?
He's been coating you in, webs.
Yeah.
Does he still have that gun?
Yep.
Does it have a fuel pack on the back?
It does appear to, yes.
Not anymore, it doesn't.
Oh no.
2 shots at that thing.
Cool.
You mean 2 shots in the back of my head like I'm information on Hillary Clinton?
Unfortunately,
The first shot
in your
might be-
haste to rapid fire, the gun seems to jam, or at least it doesn't fire.
Hmm. Well
And
then.
that is all you can really say at this point. You're not very familiar with what to do in case of misfire.
On this thing.
Sombrero.
Alright, so realizing I just got saved by the luck of weapon jamming, I'm gonna go ahead and aim.
Hold on. The second shot wouldn't have. Yeah. The first shot just jammed the weapon. You were in no danger of being hit.
Alright, yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't all miss is hit your friends. Because
So,
that's...
It's really cancerous.
Yeah, it's also really bad with weapons like the Tachyon. I'm like,
Go
what's
ahead and
that?
try
You're
to-
over there now in several pieces.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to get a nice old neck shot on this guy, or headshot. somewhere around there.
Understandable. Fire 2 shots in rapid succession, and they land square on its throat. At which point it just sort of giggles at you in a rather distressing fashion. I'm also now going to move
Oh
got Sydney up here, so this guy's at the actual distance.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to do a little side move. And
Yep.
eat him with the spear.
Understandable.
Fuck. Jesus.
A crackle goes out as you basically slam the spear into... Would you target his tank if you had the option?
No.
Understandable. That's probably for the best.
Both
Given that you're using an edge weapon,
Being that
you
we're
want to
this
hit the
close,
meat
so-
target. He takes... I fucking... Keep... There we go. I don't know if you can see his health bar. It's,
No.
No.
You might, if you move the token, we might be.
There we
able
go.
to see it.
That should do it. That should... You should better see it now. Don't know. I'll check my
Might be
viewer.
just interfering with our tokens. But...
Oh yeah, this one's not set up because... There we go.
Yeet.
Ah, there we go. Yep.
Oh, my bullets didn't do anything.
It panics. So far, it's been a sort of hunched over little like goblinoid thing. You're not really sure
Goblin Slayer.
what gender it even is.
Didn't it speak though?
It can speak.
Yeah, we heard
It's
his
got an
voice.
Australian accent, which doesn't really narrow it down for the most part.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a high pitch or low pitch?
It's not human.
It's Australian. It
Australians
attempts
were the
to
aliens.
lunge at you as you've just tried to spear it, and it attempts to just spray you full in the face with its webber.
Oof. That's pretty kinky.
However, on this occasion, it stumbles on all the chunks and webs your feet. However, you do get an attack of opportunity with it with whatever weapon you're holding, which in
Which
this
is the
case is a
spear.
big fuck-off spear.
Fucking the ritualist build is coming out. Ugh, that's not so good though.
You manage to stab down into it, and you basically just stab it in the base of its spine, and it is fucking screaming at you.
Get fucked, you wee shite.
It's not taking damage.
It is.
I think the
it
health
looks like
bars-
its legs are fucking got like its legs are just
Okay,
body is flailing at you.
Oof.
Pastor, what do you say?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you are, you UC, but stand the fuck down.
Just keeps giggling to itself.
Yeah, he
Amidst
keeps
the
screaming.
screams.
I'm gonna get my gun.
I've already warned you.
Shut up, cunt.
Gonna move over here, and you go through this turns way too quickly, Skog.
Yeah, I
it's
didn't think
past
Pastor was
the
doing
shot.
anything else.
Oh.
I thought he was just going to intimidate. It's
Yeah,
good.
I was gonna intimidate, then he left.
You shoot him kind of haphazardly in one of his legs.
That's a crit.
Revolver
With the
him in
special
the
ammunition.
face.
Oh boy! Nicely done, my dude.
You
I
got the
already
special
warned you.
ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the higher roll of 5 because I'm generous. You eat a big chunk out of it, and it's still just giggling and trying to like mess with its web gun.
Sorry, hold on. I don't know who the fuck that is, and they can just go to hell. All right.
Wow.
Customer service.
Customer's always right.
Amen.
It's a
The
number
customer's always a blight.
It's a number I don't recognize calling a phone that they shouldn't be calling. So,
Oh yeah, that's
Bid
always
for
cancelled.
your car insurance.
all right.
Oh,
So, once again, I'm going to fire at the tank. Well, is the gun unjammed now, or do I need to take an action? to
You
unjam
don't
it?
know how to unjam this gun.
Huh. Well, that's something to note for future references. What else do I have on me? I have
You
a
have
pistol?
your pistol and your combat knife.
Or dude, you should just pick this guy up and chuck him against the wall.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could start grappling this cunt because there's 5 versus 1.
Yeah, we can take the damage.
The pistol is the VR7.
Yep.
All right. I'm once again going to attempt to fire at his tank again. So
When we're all at point blank with him, this is perfect.
It's fine.
I mean,
Well,
it's
has
only
the paint?
poop, so...
Well, wait. Has it looked like it's been flammable yet?
Nope.
So
Doesn't look
as far as I know,
flammable.
as far as I know, it's glue.
Yep.
So first shot.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
The shot, although weak against conventional armor. But have you ever like put a crowbar through a can of like aerosol glue?
Yeah.
What?
Kind of like that.
So it just starts spraying all over the place. It's basically high
Not
pressure.
so much spraying all over the place. More just sort of let me get the thing.
It pops violently.
Mm.
It just sort of splooges the entire area.
He's trapped too now.
Sombrero.
I'll be right back.
Okay, well,
I've got-
I can't move my feet, and I have a fully loaded rifle. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to shoot his trigger finger off.
Real quick, I just want to double check something. Skog,
Yep.
that stuff didn't get in the barrel of their weapons, correct?
It's sort of a fine mist that's covered everything.
Okay, cool. I'll be right back.
Okay, so
you
how'd
shoot
I
the
do?
prone target, and you yeet another chunk out of it.
All right.
However, as this happens, there is a rather distressing motion from what you quite happily believe to be a corpse that had been lying motionless for some time, and a enormous hand reaches out and just slaps down onto the mostly broken body and just crushes what's left of it within a big steel fist.
Leander killed.
Also, Leander, what are you doing?
Varric.
Is the little goblin dead yet?
If it's not dead, it probably really wishes it was.
I'm gonna finish it off and just fucking eat it in the neck.
Understandable. Using the spear, I'm gonna go on a limb and suggest that you probably stab down through the hand that's just came round the doorway, and you slam the spear clean through it, and it just convulses and goes still, and the like crumpled remains underneath are just sort of smoking gently, and there
Wait,
is
did I
about a
kill
foot
Leander?
wide ring of where the webbing has just burned away. Thumper, you are
Well,
all covered in splooge.
yeah.
It's
Can I
like a
try to get-
hideous bukkake fest.
Can I try to get loose?
I mean,
guess,
sure,
I guess I'll roll my strength.
get funky.
Oh no. Yeah. That didn't work out too well.
You try and pull yourself free, but it's just really, really sticky.
Yeah.
Bitman,
I'm
you
going
were
to.
slightly more contained from the splooge. However, it has still affected.
Okay. I'm going to look at my team members. Do any of them look particularly hurt?
I am.
Not overly.
Nope, I'm completely unhurt.
Okay. I'm gonna try to maneuver over just 3 feet,
Yep, that's fine.
and I'm going to take out. I'm going to see if he can give me his medkit, and I'll do a combat healing on him.
He's kind of splooged to the floor. You can probably do whatever you want with him.
I'll take out his.
Oh no! I know where this is going.
I take out the stims. I take out the stims in his kit and use the element.
All right.
Do I gain 9 back?
Yep. It's a mixture of stimulants and like stuff to patch up bleeding. It's not meant as a long-term fix, but it'll patch you up for a couple hours, long enough to get you to a proper med bay.
So are we still in combat now?
Yes. As far as you're concerned, the thing that you thought was dead is evidently not, but it's not doing much. It also appears to be bleeding heavily still. It's like gout. As a medic, you know approximately how much blood is normally in a person. There's a lot more in this lad.
Well, he is big.
It's gotta be nanites.
Oof.
He's a synth.
It is Mega Saber's go.
I believe he's
However,
AFK.
He is AFK and has a jammed gun.
No,
I'm going to move on to Sombrero.
I'm not AFK.
Oh, okay. Have your
I'm
go then.
I can't unjam the. I'm gonna come in a.
Arcana check
I'm gonna. Arcana check for what?
to see how you unjam the thing.
Oh, can I do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make an Arcana check to attempt to figure out how to unjam this thing. I was gonna help Sombrero out the goo, but you know.
You try and release the magazine, at which point, like, a gout of plasma sort of drops near your foot.
Ooh, that's not how to do that. I say that in character. Oh shit! You don't do it that way.
Sombrero.
Right. So, I'd like to sleight of hand and try to pickpocket Thumper's grenade.
Excuse me?
Roll a
Fucking
dex
rogues.
check.
Not a sleight of hand?
Yeah, roll a dex check first. You are too covered in splooge.
Okay, I'm just gonna empty out 2 rounds into the head of Leander's corpse.
Understandable.
You have your own grenades, man.
No, I don't actually. I used them.
When?
I chucked them both down to the feet of Leander at the beginning of the battle.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, your first shot strikes him in, like, just under the sort of jaw of the helmet and blows the head clean away from the rest of the body, and the second shot follows it and just bursts the head from inside in a shower of chunks and red. It's a fucking mess. However, despite having just been shanked through the arm, the, I guess, mostly posthumous Sydney at this point tries to reach out with his other arm and flails once more at Farrick. However, he can't aim, so he doesn't hit anything, but it is evidently still moving despite the loss of blood and head and legs. And
Fucking
hand.
die hard builds.
Okay.
Okay,
I
that's...
got this. Hey, grab that-
I'm gonna yeet
Oh, wait.
its other arm, in that case right in the hand, so it'll never move again.
Grab the sticky flamethrower thing and cover up Leander so he can't move his arm.
Australian
Leander is also covered in that, by the way.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
You shank him through the hand and the deck below.
Oh, shit, son.
You can comfortably pull it out again, but that hand is just sort of burned off at the wrist. It's still twitching a bit. You have potentially a very violent elbow.
Be right back.
Well, I think we need to make sure this guy is dead, lads. So I'm gonna start
Yeah.
peeling apart his armor and just yeeting it as much as I can.
Thumper.
Yeah, I'm just gonna definitely make sure he's dead and shoot him again.
All right.
With, that'll be... Semi. Yeah. With semi. Fire.
You basically spray a burst of shots up like the torso stump, and as each shot lands, just another gout of chunks flies out, and it's really fucking gross. It looks like a slaughterhouse went on holiday to like a heavy metal concert from the 90s. Pittman.
Right.
Break is free.
He shouldn't be moving.
He shouldn't, but yeah.
There's no biological explanation why he should be moving.
Well, that's laddie why I think I'm going to dismember the cunt, so at least maybe his nervous system's at least cut off.
Sounds like a plan to me.
And we can loot that fanciest power armor.
No, that thing's gonna be disintegrated by the time we're done.
Provided it's not actually just a shape-shifting alien. Which it probably is too, but...
I recommend you laddies let me do it, as I have the spear, so that is the safest way to do this.
Sir, yes sir.
I have the skill to do it.
You just punch him.
It's the thing.
Well, you can just tell me where to cut, so...
I'm going to try to move up past the splooge and everything. Can I?
Yeah, it takes you a bit longer, and it's just like walking through. You ever walk through hot cheese?
Yeah. Okay, so
It's kind of like that.
Well, I'm going to move there. All the blood and everything. And I'm going to try to do a closer examination of the dead bodies.
Yep. And a quick examination. The big Cthulhu-looking motherfucker, as you have named him, is definitely dead. There's like 2 chunks missing from it, and it's starting to go cold and smells bad. The small lad is still mostly gripped within the remains of Sydney's fist, and the bulk of Sydney is scattered across the entire area, but the main torso is still twitching around a bit. And I say the main torso because bits of that have come off as well.
Could we capture this guy?
Am I able to identify from this just structure of the organs I see inside, or the blood, or anything, whether he's human or not?
You can't see organs, you can just see chunks. But the chunks don't look right, because you've seen what happens when someone's sat on a grenade before.
He should be dead! God damn it!
Greg.
This is definitely alien.
So, even though that's not the way to unjam it, it is unjammed, correct?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
There is no longer a jam.
Can the weapon be fired properly?
You believe so.
Have you checked if it's loaded? Since you had to take out...
Well, I know. I reload the cartridge. And as a move action, and fire at the thing that's... or attempt to fire at the thing that is still alive and it shouldn't be. Yep. So, let's see if this works.
God.
You attempt another shot, and again the gun just sort of fizzes gently.
Fucking hell!
It doesn't seem right.
Oh no.
Do I have to wait till my next turn to do another knowledge arcana check, or can I do it now?
You can do a quick one now. I'll just give you a slight negative for the time.
Hey, I'll take it.
Don't blow us up, man.
You kind of reckon you've melted something important.
Shit. Well, I mean, they said the guns were easy to make. It's the ammunition that's hard, so, you know. We'll
Sombrero.
Alright, how do I unsticky myself? Dex save.
Dex save to basically just try and wiggle your way out and or like just slash at the stuff around you.
Alright.
You managed to get partially free, but you're still sort of stuck.
All right.
Can't do an attack because you can't miss, but at the same time you can't necessarily damage it.
Reload.
Okay.
And that's it, my turn.
A very violent-looking wrist and elbow attempts to flail at Pittman. However, it is unsuccessful, as it has nothing to lever off. And more chunks are falling out of it. At this point, the flow of blood has mostly stemmed and is now a very deep purple color.
Oh. Wait, aren't the Xenomorph, the Cthulhu's and shit purple blood?
Make sure he doesn't reassemble.
I don't know if it's a Cthulhu, but that's definitely an alien.
Varric.
Okay, I'll move in. And I'll start dismembering. Well, how fucked is he right now?
It's basically a torso and an upper arm on one side.
I'll cut off the upper arm to cut it off from the nervous system, and, well, all we've got is a torso left now, and that hopefully can't do too much to us.
Alright.
Not a very good hit, though.
You kind of try and take a stab at it, but it just... I don't know, the floor's kind of slippery, your grip's all covered in, like,
goo and shit.
Web. It's kind of gross. You manage to, like, you do some damage to it, but you don't... you just... It doesn't seem like you've done much.
Well, I'm gonna have to go around and try to help him. I think. I reckon.
Oops, missed that one.
I guess, do you guys want help trying to dismember him?
Well, you have a grenade left. Make use of it.
I wouldn't. I would just wait till I can cut it off, to be honest, because that is the safest way, because I've got the reach from the spear, so...
Dude, use the grenade, make 1,000,000 pieces.
Dude, they're within range for the grenade.
Yeah, we can back up.
Nah, man.
I would say at this point you're not really in narrative time. Just try not to do too much in one go.
I'll try one
Alright,
more good cut, then.
I'm gonna try to unsticky myself again.
I will try to...
Wait, I'm still stuck, actually.
Varric, you basically go, fuck it, and you've seen Gothmog in the and I believe it's the Return of the King?
Oh, yeah.
And he gets that spear off one of the other orcs and just shanks him through the chest.
I just realized I'm still not unstuck.
boys.
I'm still not unstuck. So I can't really do that either.
Yeah, am I still stuck?
The flow of now purple has stopped. And the crackling sound you'd been hearing has also subsided. And in addition to this, the spear appears to... The energy field on it has pretty much turned off as well at this point. It's just a faint crackle.
How is he... What was keeping him alive? What is keeping him alive? Is he dead?
All of your knowledge of medicine tells you that this guy was, as far as you're medically concerned, was not alive for any of this. As soon as he took that first shot, he should have been dead.
Basically, there was something puppeteering that body.
Yeah.
It's either nanites, some sort of microbe, or bacteria.
A synth.
You also notice, as you go to examine the body, that out of the kind of raggedy stump of the torso, 2 tiny little legs have started to grow. And out of the head stump is a teeny tiny little head, no bigger than your thumb. But they are motionless and cooling rapidly.
This thing can regrow organically? God damn.
Is it currently regrowing slowly?
Oh,
It appears to have stopped.
You know what's growing right now? My overwhelming concern for our shipmate last time. You know, the guy who ate some of this.
Yeah, I think it's about time we leave a grenade in his neck hole and hoof it out of here.
Bright side, at least he didn't eat the synth.
Alright. We're gonna have to find a communication terminal at this very moment.
The bin liner.
Because
by the way,
I don't know where we should just leave him or try and quarantine this guy back, because it's a bit of a risk
Let's-
either way.
we
let's
should
take-
definitely bring him back.
All right, let's take a sample
alright.
and then burn the rest.
But
Nah,
hold on.
true.
But we need to take a sample of the actual alien body. It's like the human body that it was. Well, actually, should we bring the human body back too?
Wait,
we can
I've got
figure
an
out
idea.
How it invades?
Alright, lads,
True.
if
What
we
I
can...
was going to
Better for
suggest
research.
we do, what I was going to suggest
Oh.
we do was we try to find a way to call back to the ship and ask them to get a recovery team.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because hopefully they can connect to that airlock that's open
Well,
then-
with another
It
ship.
has been recovered.
Then again,
I
it-
have a
it-
proposition.
Hmm?
They were in those vats this whole time. Those vats have a medical thing that keeps track of their vitals and everything. We could just download that information as
That
they've been
too.
in it for a long period of time. It would probably tell us everything that happened to them.
we should
All
do
right.
that too, but it probably won't tell us everything. Thing is,
Greg.
it's a new species.
Greg,
For the-
come in here and ignore what Thump is saying for now. It's all useful. It's all useful and all that, Thump, but it's not the time right now. Right now, we're gonna try to get as much information as we can.
Yes, sir.
And his suggestion is sound. So,
Absolutely.
Greg, seeing as you're the one with the most mechanical knowledge, I say you get to work.
All right, I'm assuming we have something like a flash drive or a computer or something that can download information.
You've got the facility to store small amounts of information from a variety of different jacks.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the tanks that were holding them. I'm just gonna take a 20 on the check, so it's gonna take me 5 minutes, but as opposed to 6 seconds. But it's better, so I'll have a 25.
You have a poke around. You've seen some of these tanks before, and you find that there is a hard drive port, which now that they're offline is accessible.
Oh, so I can just take the whole hard drive.
Pretty much, yeah. You could
By
probably
the
take
way-
them for all 6 if you wanted.
Cool. I'll
Scott,
do that.
I am Marauder loose now.
What? Yeah, you've had
yes.
time to wiggle yourselves and cut yourselves free.
Okay.
It is still really sticky though, and it is everywhere.
I'm just gonna sit down.
You're slightly
Yeah.
stuck to the sofa.
All right, Doc. So we should probably take a sample of part of the body inside him as well as part of the human body.
Yeah, and then again, we might not want to leave him here for long, because if he can take over that body, who's to say he won't take over the alien bodies?
Yeah, we need a sample.
That's why we're not gonna leave here until the goddamn recovery team comes down. That's why we need to find a communication terminal.
Agreed, sir.
After some time of you mumbling about, you do manage. The bridge of your vessel has managed to patch through the comms and is attempting to contact you through the console in the cryo room.
We'll go there. Which one? Is it here?
Just any of them.
Okay. I'll just use this one then.
Okay.
Hello.
Upside down
This is Officer Pittman.
This is First Officer. What is your report?
We've discovered. First of all, the ship is crawling with aliens on the outside. It seems to be empty of alien, or more or less empty of aliens on the inside, except for a counter with. Well, we encountered a figure that seems to distinctly resemble Commander Leander, except Australian.
Okay, that's hearing your report. This is Lieutenant Valento now on the mic. Yeah, I'm looking out the window with a telescope and the life science scanners. There's nothing there. There's nothing outside now. So
There's
either you
nothing
did
on
a
the
really
wing.
good job, or they've gone.
You're telling me
Only
that
picking up your life signs.
So all the aliens have left.
Oh, I rush up. Check your ship. Check the outside of the hull of your ship.
So I apologize for my subordinates, but he does bring up a good point. Have they moved to the main ship?
We have detected no presences on our external scanners. Not even aware that the other ones had gone. We've not been monitoring the situation too closely, as we're on a somewhat busy time of day. It is lunchtime after all.
That's fair enough.
No crew change at all.
Well, for other things, we've discovered in the room. We discovered the Australian variety of Commander Leander. At least someone wearing his same type of armor. Power armor. We discovered a room. The room is filled with 6 cryo tanks, and 3 of them were filled until gravity returned to the vessel.
Noted. Do you have a name for this colleague of Commander Leander?
Sydney.
We attempted to establish communications with him, but he refused to identify himself, and refused to identify himself and attacked our squad, severely harming and nearly killing many of the squad's members. He refused to back down to warnings. Several warnings.
Noted. We have been monitoring your communications, but we have not intervened, as you don't need that at that time. So you have found Captain Sydney and his vessel. That is troubling. You were led to believe this was derelict. That is troubling.
To be fair, he claimed. Well, actually, I don't tell that to them. I tell it to you. He claimed he was Sydney. We have no way of knowing who he was.
Exactly.
The circumstantial evidence is quite strong. We have had a number of reports from Captain Lysander since. Leander. Don't want to confuse those two. I will attempt to remote pilot your shuttle down to the airlock. Do you believe the airlock to be safe enough to dock, or at least for boarding purposes?
I believe that it has a giant hole in it. So...
Okay. Negative. Are there any remaining hostile entities in the area, or hazards that we cannot see from outside?
I do not believe so.
Understood. Please stand by then. We'll send a second team in to clean up. I think you've done enough for today.
One more thing. I do believe you should know this before you come in here. During the fight, we encountered one alien that seemed to possess the capability to shapeshift. For lack of a better term.
Noted, and I shall not be coming down here for some time. I'll be sending probably Squad 3. I believe they're currently coming on shift.
Thumper is just gonna tell over comms to Kendrick. While technically you have one that's capable of possession or like control.
We have no way to confirm that.
Shapeshift.
Those are just suspicions. We have no way to confirm that.
Yeah, but we definitely have 2 new alien species and one with proven new ability.
Yeah. Has anyone and that guy's this guy's dead yet?
Yes. Traditionally, people who are alive have slightly more spine and skull available to them.
And then again, he was crushed by the hand.
Says, if you could stand by near the airlock, we will remove you for now, and we shall monitor the situation over the next several hours. But you have done enough now. Go and get yourselves cleaned up. From what I can see from the internal comms, it's a mess in there.
It's quite a mess.
Did you tell them about the medical information we're bringing back with us?
We have confirmation of hearing that, Private. You have that in your possession. The ship's black box is not available, as traditionally the bridges were on board as opposed to outboard. So we have no knowledge of where the ship has been travelling or how long it has been out here. other than what vague guess we can put together from the medical equipment. Either way, I think that we should be done there. Please await your shuttle, and we will reconvene over more secure communications. Out.
Very well. Officer Pittman out. Alright, boys, let's go. Bring whatever you can with you.
Alright,
Sure,
so
bro.
is there any way I can take a sample of the alien tissue inside of Leander?
Yeah, and can
I
I
want
carry,
to, but
can I carry this that alien body with me, like over my shoulder or
Oh, the
something?
midget?
Yeah, the midget.
you can if you would like to.
Alright, so I
Okay.
take a tissue sample of the alien inside Leander as well as the body of Leander.
Guessing you've got like some Tupperware or something.
Yep.
I'll just
I
take
mean-
the spear back with me.
I mean, it seems a bit unnecessary to take a tissue sample considering that they're sending a recovery team.
You never know, they could all die on the way back or come back as aliens.
Yeah, or yeah.
Like if
right.
our commanding officers are smart, they would test to make sure we're not aliens once we get back on board.
That's definitely true. I'm
Don't
always
worry, Don't worry, I have tests prepared for all of you, including myself.
As I am trying to be vaguely conscious of the time, I think we can wrap up there for today, and we will deal with the fallout at the beginning of the next session.
Yes,
Sounds
sir.
good. Including a psychological exam for assuming that everybody's an alien in disguise, and then finding out everybody was an alien in disguise.
Well, you're
Are
certainly
we?
going to have a psychological
That's
evaluation.
more of a thing.
Yeah.
If you want to close us out, Stu, if anyone's got any last things to say to the chat.
In
Numbers, 3 people.
It's not paranoia if they're actually after you.
You're all juice.
G'day, cunt.
And on that bombshell, good night.